Fam. Smooth. I missed you the other day, man. Where you at? You okay? Also, Michael, Lakita's dad, he's under the weather too. Always well-wishing people that mean the most to me, and you guys know how much you mean. Nanas! Rams fans, y'all hear that? You can see the thing. Why I'm wearing red, and I made sure to do it tonight because I wear red all the time, right? But the thing is, tonight, this is all the Rams are going to see in Levi South. Did you see that interview with Trent? That interview with Trent Williams, talking about how 70% of the crowd. Trent even said 70% of the crowd is behind you. It's just a good feeling. Can you imagine having a home field? What am I talking about? Remember those years between 2013 when after Harbaugh left? Yeah, we had to fight to get seats in Levi Stadium. It had everybody but us in there. Planes flying overhead. Sell the team, Jed. Sell the team. But see, the Rams have no excuse. They're not getting beat. Well, recently, but they weren't getting beat up until recently, 3 years ago. They haven't. And Rudy, by the way, I hope you're counting those years as they're lapsing, whipping by. And all that. Yeah, it's good to have a Super Bowl in the 21st. Oh, yeah, it's good. It's growing older. Fam, Rams Part 1 is what we want to do now. 49ers Week 3 versus Rams predictions. You make the call. Niners versus Rams Part 1 on this 2024 season. We'll see both teams beaten up pretty badly considering that this is only 3 weeks into the season. Oh, man, nowadays you got to build a roster. If you don't, your starters, you can't depend on them to last 17 weeks. And the leagues talk about expanding beyond 17 weeks. You know what? Hopefully the legislation will also move toward getting more players, making it possible to sign more players on your team instead of having a 53-man roster. How about a 63-man roster? The team that should succeed in this game will depend on which unit has stockpiled the best depth. And, you know, and Lynch and Shanahan have actually been doing that to the best of their ability. You have to give that effort they've been doing an applause. San Francisco will be minus several Pro Bowlers while LA is listing nearly a dozen players on the IR. Oddsmakers have San Francisco a 6.5 favorite, which is nothing less than a touchdown. And it even gets Brock. No. Jake Moody's got to make that extra point, 6.5. As they verse Los Angeles, whose house is it? Okay, tonight to the phones we go for your weekly take and prediction on what you're expecting from the Niners versus Rams in this Week 3 matchup. And fam, as I meant, 49ers versus Rams odds, betting line, spread favorite, San Francisco minus 6.5. Money line, San Francisco minus 300, Los Angeles plus 240. Total, only 43.5. Put that 43.5 total in this game. Who's going to get the lion's shares of those points? I just had to ask the question. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know. The Rams 0-2 are approaching desperate times as they prepare to face a 1-1 Niners Sunday. The Rams' list of issues, they go on and on. McVay is staring at a depth chart just torn apart by injuries. 11 Rams are already on the IR, and it would have been an even dirty dozen. You know how McVay is. Remember that last year when we were about to romp him? And McVay, there was like a few seconds left. Time. What? He calls a field goal kicker in. Oh, Sean, that's just okay. But LA decided not to place Cooper Kupp on the IR. It makes no difference. So Kupp will be going on his annual leave, as he has done every year since that bought and paid for Super Bowl team of years ago that Rudy is still milking. The Rams offense will line up Sunday without either of its top playmakers on offense. Puka Nacua has got that knee injury going on as one of the 11 Rams ailing on the IR as well. I'm not. You know what's the funny thing? I'm not really laughing at the Rams because the fact of the matter is, I'm just stating the facts. There really is no room for me or any of us to be laughing at them Man, we got our own set of problems. And I'm talking 8 players either on the PUP, reserve, or IR list, including Greenlaw's on there. I see CMC there with a cap, with his calves and tendonitis. Debo Samuel. I told you I didn't know which week it was going to be, but he's on his annual leave early. Calf, he'll miss a couple of games. CMC and Debo combined for 3,300 yards last year. How long can they be gone before we start to feel the brunt of that? And suddenly, Niners in doubt for this week. George Kittle, Nick Bosa, Charvarius Ward. Coach shared some details just a few hours ago, actually. Quote, Kittle and Charvarius, they were sore after practice, like a number of our guys are. They came in Thursday and were still sore, and it was still today with Kittle, so that's the severity of that, unquote. So you figure Kittle's on the doubtful list, which means pretty much he's not going to play. That's pretty much the way they've explained it the last couple, 2-3 years. Well, actually, just a couple of years, actually. When you're doubtful, you're probably not going to play, more than likely. He's got that hamstring going on. We don't want to, and you don't want to waste Kittle on the Rams. Don't get him hurt on the Rams, please. Kyle, good judgment of their call. I'll go with that. Mooney, Ward, hamstring, knee, and Bosa are questionable. They'll probably play, questionable status. Those guys, plus the rest of the Pro Bowl Street Club. The Pro Bowl Street Clubs gang. We're going to have one of the most potent guys standing on the sideline saying, go, come on, let's go. Yeah, they're not playing. Yeah. They'll be watching from the sideline. It's Brock Purdy versus Matthew Stafford to start the game. By the way, this is a crucial NFC West game, fam. Losing this game would put the Hawks up 2, and it's about the loss column anyway at some point into week 3 with the good guys losing an all-important divisional matchup, which is something the Niners have avoided the last couple of years. So, we're not used to having to fight from behind so early. Damn it, it just isn't making it. How many games have we played in the last 4 or 5 years, though? It's taking its toll. This is why I'm glad the 49ers did get some people in the backup role that might be able to hold their own. And as scary as this week potentially could be, I'm excited, though, about the standby crew. We got some guys I want to see them play because Kyle's not going to put them in otherwise. A lot of us complain about that, especially Tony down in Australia because his Shanahan and his stubborn ways. He won't let any kids play. We'll need to see some of those kids play. They'll step up in this game, hopefully. And you look at cornerback Renardo Green. It appears Green is the next man up. Ward is out Sunday, and he will be. Well, maybe not. No, he will be. No, kind of hard to call. I'm hoping Shannon keeps him out, though. Let him heal up. Green's good. He debuted on the defensive side with a brief 4-snap appearance in week 2 as a dime corner, and he wasn't bad. Remember, he was in the mix to win the starting nickel job in camp. Veteran Isaac Yinnum, of course, they're going to go with the vet every time on this, even if it's close. One out, but Green appears to be the top option to play in the slot with Yinnum and Diablo and Lenore on the outside. I like that. I got no problem with that. They don't have Puka Cup out. We can cover the rest of that crew. Joan Jennings. Typically, Jennings is considered an unlikely hero. The dude does what he does, and when he does it, I expect Jennings to make miracle plays all game long, and he does. He's earned a third in Juwan nickname for a reason. With a long list of plays, would have been the Super Bowl MVP candidate. If he didn't, we would have been mad. With no Samuel, no CMC, and most likely no Kittle, Jennings will be forced into a role as a primary offensive weapon for the Niners. But looks, by the way, on that note, look for Juice to be huge this week. Kyle's not saying anything about Juice. Reporters, nobody's saying anything about Juice. Watch Juice tear the Rams a new one this weekend. I'm saying it right now. And make sure you give my name credit for knowing that. Remember the JJ Show back in Week 18 of the 2021 season versus the Rams? Best game as a pro he's had. JJ had a career-high 6 catches for a career 94 yards and a career-high 2 TDs. JJ will be busy on Sunday. Tight end Eric Saubert. Now, with Kittle out, you'll likely see Saubert as a primary tight end. Saubert caught 2 catches in mini last week for 26 yards, and they were clutch because they were coming down the stretch of that ridiculous defeat Saubert has primarily been used as a blocker his entire career, but we may see Brock lean on him as a security blanket in the middle of the field. Don't want to have to depend on him like that, but he's old school to some degree. Saubert's been around. He's been around for a little while, so he's got a lot of experience. That's why the 49ers probably want to lean on him because he's seen it, done it all. Malik Mrs. Mustafa's baby boy. Coach Channing intimated that Mustafa's rotation in week 2 will continue with Talanoa Hufanga chomping at the bit to get back on the field. We won't see Mustafa in the starting role. But per Shannon, Mrs. Hufanga's baby boy will be on count. I look forward to watching him play. I love watching him play. Mustafa could still be a valuable piece of the Niners secondary as a rotational piece this week. Excited about Talanoa getting back on the field anyway, so this should be special. There's also a chance that the hard-hitting Mustafa plays as a third safety, de facto third linebacker to help the team in third down situations. The 49ers have been struggling on that third down situation a little bit this year, haven't they? Could be because of Talanoa being out, because of Dre. There's all kind of reasons, but get Mustafa in there, and he may be able to Band-Aid that situation up and let him get better and better. As he grows, he could become a beast. Also, Jake Tonga's tight end. You see, as I mentioned, Saubert's going to be the primary tight end, but Tongas could provide support as a pass catcher. He's done a better job, actually, than Saubert did as far as catching the ball. Remember preseason, he posted up 9 catches for 63 yards in 3 of his exhibition contests. If the 49ers feel they need to work in 2 tight ends, there you go. You got them. 2 big guys like that. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. And expect Tongas to be the one providing a little pop as a receiver. Yetter. Has anybody got it down now how we're supposed to pronounce his name? Is it Yetter or is it Yetter? It's Yetter, right? Yetter. Yeah, I think it's Yetter. It's got a French feel to it. I don't know if he's French, though. Yetter Grossamatos. Leonard Floyd, Nick Bosa. And the 2 starting edge defenders who need to play well, but with Nick a bit bruised up, Grossamatos can be, he can play a big role. That dude is good off the edge, coming and kick him inside. He's like the guy who did we send to Kansas City that everybody hated? We got him for the Texans. You know what I mean? Could Grossamatos be that kind of a player? Starters need to have a good game, but hopefully Grossamatos could make life much easier for that secondary because if you beat it up front, anybody missing in the secondary now has a lesser job to do, right? With this speed, especially versus Matt Stafford. Yeah, I want to see Stafford. Do you know there's you can bet on how many times the 49ers drop Stafford? I forgot where I was reading, what page I was on this website. I didn't take it seriously. Come on, man. You can bet on anything now. Anything and everything. Dude offers secondary pass rush either off the edge or from the interior. I like Grossamatos in the role he's going to be playing this. He's going to have to play because I imagine Nick's going to probably have to sit out more. Coach is probably going to have him rest a little bit more because it's a rib injury also that he was dealing with as much as his legs. I got 34-13, fam. 3 touchdowns and a couple of field goals. 13, I figure since the Cardinals only gave him 10 points last week, maybe we might slip a little. You figure the Rams are going to be fighting tooth and nail because this is a very serious game. They go down 0-3 in this season. Oh, they're in so much trouble. I mean, all those analysts are saying the Rams are picked to take the NFC West. And as a 49er fan, you should have said, what? Why? So, good. Cowherd. Punk ass. Let me go over here and let me get my phone and say, well, hey, Matty, come on in, man.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Us, man, we're going through those pains of a good team. We're playing too many games every year. And guys are starting to ail. But, Matty, give me some, man. What's your mindset on this game?
I'm looking at how beat up both teams are, and I'm realizing that, well, there's just multiple things. I think we're just a little less beat up than they are. But I mean, we're drawing straws there, whatever you call that.
Yeah.
However that saying goes, but, and then I keep coming back around to the fact that I think, this God, Brock Purdy, this could be your game to make everybody just shut
Hell up.
the front door, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
He's
really.
looking, and he's hearing the noise just like he did last year, Matty. We didn't think he was because we thought the kid was like his skin was thick. He wasn't paying any attention. His face stayed blank. He stayed focused on the job at hand, and he was not reacting to anything. He was hearing it, and he was inspired by it. He just quietly. I like that kind of guy. He's thinking about it. He says it all the time.
He needs to come in and just torch the Rams.
I know.
And I think Juice is going to have a big game, like you said.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Juwan, he's consistent. So I just assume he's going to be there in a big part. So not worried about that.
Yeah.
And then, let's call on Moneybags. Maybe he can make a couple nice catches. Old BA, old Bear ass.
Detroit versus everybody.
I don't know. You gotta love him for the fact that he loves his team. When he's been dragged through the mud, disrespected. Can you imagine being a Detroit fan? What do you talk about for the last 20 years?
Dude, I'm close friends with one, so I know exactly what he's going through.
Hey, Don Burke,
not only am I close friends, I'm close, dude. Seriously, I got good friends that are Cowboys fans, and a good Lions friend.
I got
but I don't really
Raiders.
keep very. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a good Raiders buddy, but Seahawks, man, I don't know, man. They're just kind of garbage.
They've beaten a couple, beating the Broncos. There's nothing to get excited about that. They just got through beating somebody.
Yeah.
They're winning and down the stretch, though, and that concerns me. That coach is going to get them better and better each week. And remember, Matty, the reason why you're seeing a lot of sloppy football around the league, you notice how most passing games are down right now. The run is up. Teams are still getting themselves into season form. So I figure by week 4, week 5, the cream is going to be separated. Some of the teams that are doing well now may come back down to earth at some point. That may include the Hawks, may not. The Cardinals look real. And we just need to heal up.
Yes, they do.
So, yeah.
Well, I think if we can hold on a little bit here and not go into a deficit as far as our wins, our win ratio. Man, mark my words, Ronbo. It's going to come all together at the right time. Like everybody's going to, CMC will be back. Like,
got to have him back.
Debo will be healthy. Yeah. Like really, we'll start rocking and rolling, dude.
Yeah. With the 49ers, it's not a matter of are other teams as good? Have they caught up like some people are saying? No, that's not it. You cannot catch up with this kind of experience, this kind of battle-tested. It's all about healing up. The 49ers heal up. There's no team in NFC West that has a prayer. The rest of the league, you look at Detroit, you look at Green Bay, you look at some of the other teams that are up and coming, even the Falcons to a very large degree. I got a lot of respect for them because that run game is frightening.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
I don't know, Matty, what's going on in Nolans? I think that was kind of... I don't know, man. I mean, I hate to say it was a fluke, but I was rooting for them because they're obviously playing the Cowboys. So, those guys can eat a big bag of what. It's not the Cowboys aren't as bad as these teams are making them look. New Orleans is that good. That defense, their run game, you got Kubiak, our coach from last year, offensive coach. He's went over there and installed our program. It's a no wonder, right?
Derek Carr's not a trash quarterback.
No, he's not throwing the ball a lot either. Like I say, quarterbacks, because there's no real golden boy except for McHolmes. Everybody, Josh Allen, McHolmes. Right, what is that? Mahomes. McHolmes. But, there's 3 or 4 guys that are really super elite. Stafford is in that category, but he doesn't have anything to throw to. So, and Brock's going to be fine because of the fact that he's got something to throw to. And they'll be back soon. So, yeah, that's why I say, I don't
Things
know.
are looking up.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Just we have to stay above
Yeah,
water
we should
though.
all keep our chins up.
Yeah, we can't get. We got to stay 500. If we're 3-3 by week 6, I'm not worried.
I agree.
Yeah, not worried at all.
No, me either. No, what were we at the end of last season? How many did we lose? 3, 4,
3. I
4
think.
games? 3.
Were we 14
Lost
and 3?
to the Ravens.
I think
We
we're
lost
13.
to the Vikings. We lost
The
to the Bengals. So at least 3.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we lost to the Rams. So 4.
Oh yeah, right. The who cares
The 4.
game that they're still crying.
Yeah,
Well, I beat
exactly.
you guys. Shut up. Let me get your score, fam.
That game's just as relevant as their Super Bowl.
I like that. Matty, what do you got for a score?
I thought about it for a while, man, and I think it's not gonna be a big scoring game, but I'm feeling a 24-14 49er win.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some field goals.
And some mistakes. And we're going to run the ball, though, because Connor last week just went buck wild on the running against the Rams. So
I'm excited.
All right, Phil.
I think we're good. Yeah, we're gonna run it on them real hard, buddy. And yeah, hey, buddy. Well, you have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you Sunday before the game.
Looking forward to it and after. All right, Matty. All right,
yeah.
fam.
All right, buddy.
There you go.
Have a good night,
Matty. Aaron. He's just 3 times since in Triple A. Aaron.
What's up, Ronbo?
Aaron, man, it's like you can relax, but you can't. You know, it's the NFL. Things can go horribly wrong suddenly. But, you know, what have you got going on with your thoughts regarding this game?
I mean, yeah, so first of all, you know, since Kittle is out Sunday,
Yeah.
I think we're kind of, you know, relying on Jawan Jennings, Chris Conley, possibly.
Most likely.
And you know what, Ronbo?
What?
I just got this feeling that Brand Ayuk will go buck wild Sunday.
I forgot about him. Did you hear me talking to Matty? I'm talking about Juice stepping up. I'm talking about Jawan Jennings being involved. I'm talking about Jordan Mason. I forgot about Ayuk. It's his fault, though. He would be more memorable if he'd give me something to remember from last week. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about him. He should look better this week than last week, too. He should be coming along. You're right.
Yeah, he should be better this week. But yeah, from last week, I watched a little bit of the Rams and the Cardinals last week, and I mean James Conner just gashed the Rams defense. So I'm expecting Jordan Mason.
How many yards you got? I hadn't thought about that. How many yards you got for Jordan Mason? What are you thinking?
I think he'll have like 17 carries for like
only 17
109 rushing yards. I mean,
you could be right.
Yeah,
I don't know. I figured 20 plus. 20, 21, 22.
Well,
I wish he wouldn't, though. I'd rather see him do 17.
I mean, 20 carries is a lot because you don't want him like getting banged up. So,
maybe they're going to get Isaac Guerrero where they want him to get in at least 6 or 7 carries a week. I don't know why. What are they going through in practice that he just can't get him on the field? We've had 2 other running. Correndo! We've had 2 other backs we've taken up to the 3rd round, and both of them have been jettisoned off to other places. Are we going to do that to Corendo too? Oh, man. I hope not.
But I do think we have Patrick Taylor.
Yeah.
We could possibly see him.
Yeah, maybe. I hadn't even thought about him. Because if Taylor looks good in practice, Cal he'll inactivate Garindo if Garindo's struggling as much as it makes you think. Because we've had our experience now shows us that when you don't see a player in the field, Kyle doesn't like him. He's not going to play. Stop calling him, and he's not coming because those other guys we had the last couple of years that have been are now gone. It's the way it works. So hopefully we see Garindo this week because I like him. Just from that run back he made preseason. I want to see more. So, yeah.
But
Maybe
yeah,
Patrick Taylor, maybe.
and also on defense, the one who really has to step up is Hargrave, Javon Hargrave.
Yes, indeed. Well, you calling him right. You're on it tonight. Ayuk, Hargrave. These guys have been MIA. That's why I forgot all about them. Jesus. Whoa. Trent Williams is another one that's got to be. Trent, lose some weight. Trent Williams has got to have a good game this week. I know they don't have any. They're edge rushers. They got that one kid that's not bad. The other rookie, he's coming along. They will provide some pressure, Aaron, off the edges. They'll try.
Yeah, but and also I'm really excited to see Hufanga back Sunday.
I know, right? He'll be on a pitch count, but you listen to him talk, he is really ready to go, isn't he? He is really ready. I can't wait to see what he looks like. I just want to know, is that leg okay, and can he move as quickly? He's done a lot of deep thinking about watching his film. He's going to make some, you're going to see probably a little different Hufanga than we remember seeing, too.
Yeah, probably so. But yeah, I mean, I really think Brock Purdy is going to play well Sunday because
he knows they're dependent on him. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So,
he's made out of that right stuff. He'll be fine. I don't worry. I never really worry about Brock. If he gets protection, and even when he doesn't get protection, Aaron, you know what really kills me about Brock Purdy? When he wasn't getting any protection, he was just slicing people up. Now we've seen him in the pocket, standing around, going through all his progressions.
Yep.
And I always laugh because, Brock, you got more time now. Get it to the receiver and see everybody, please, Brock. Don't miss Ayuk this week. And let me get your score so we can go ahead and see you Sunday. What do you got?
Yeah, so I got 24-17.
Okay.
49ers win.
All right. So it's a close game. Ooh, I hope not, because that's all Rudy needs to peak. If Rudy comes within the 6.5 thing, we're never going to hear from him. I hear the end of it. All right.
Yep.
See you this weekend.
Ronbo.
Thanks for getting in here, fam. Talk to you later.
Have it. You too, fam.
Thanks, Aaron. And there's Jack. Jack, by the way, come on in, Jack.
No, my bad. Listen, man, I'm just waking up. Let me brew up my coffee. Put me back in the line that I was in production, please. Shout out to production. I'm taking good morning. I'm taking the shit right now.
I knew it. I could feel it. I knew it. Jack, too much information. All right. We'll be back. All right. Hey, Michael.
Michael.
Nothing much. How's going, buddy? Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how you feeling, man? You okay?
Yeah, did Nikita tell you what happened?
No, she said just keeping an eye on you.
I was sleeping. And then what happened, I had one of those acid reflex attacks in my sleep where it came up and almost choked.
Oh.
I almost died. I almost swallowed my own vomit.
Oh. Hey, did that come from eating too late, or where does that come from?
I don't know. We don't know. I don't know where it's coming from. I've been getting a lot of attack. We're trying to figure out what's going on. I already lost one friend already. One of my friends died from that.
Whoa.
Yep. So now I got to figure out that. Yeah. I don't want to die before the Niners are around.
No, Mike. You can't think about doing that. No. Okay, let's ask the doctor what it is, what you can do to avoid that.
I'm going to find out. Yeah, I don't know what it is. We don't know what's the cause of it. I don't know if it's stress, if I get nervous, or I don't know.
Could be, huh? Are you under a lot of stress? Is every day pretty stressful for you? Hey, isn't that the truth?
Sometimes I feel like one of those coaches.
Oh,
Yeah.
being a Niner fan is stressful enough. Come on, man.
Ronbo. Ronbo.
Yeah.
Ronbo.
Yeah. Was it, Michael, that's not true. Who's that?
Yeah, it's Tony. I just want to listen. I suffered from the same thing. It's very simple. I don't usually barge in like this.
Oh no, go ahead, Tony. Go ahead. You got information. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very simple. One teaspoon of bicarb soda with water. Mix it till it disappears. Drink it. It will disappear within 5 minutes.
Michael, you got that?
Yeah, if you need to, you can always put in the chat. If you need my email,
and what's causing it is the dairy. Stay away from dairy, and you'll never get it again.
I don't eat that much dairy. I get sick eating ice cream and milk. I get the runs eating ice cream and milk.
Okay, so you got your lactose intolerant. So you're not doing a lot of pizza with cheese, right? Because everybody falls victim to that.
No, I try to cut back on the pizzas. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the soda that does it or you know what I mean?
Hey, Michael, try that remedy though. Don't let any stone go unturned. A tablespoon of baking soda, and a glass of hot warm water probably should do it. All right.
And Jack can't stop shitting in the morning.
All right, and Jack, please. All right, Michael, go ahead, continue. Let's get back on football. Talk to me about this game, Michael.
I can't wait because me and my daughter were talking about it before, saying that we got to beat Rudy. We got to beat him. It's like playing a video game. You got to beat the end of the game. This is how you beat the end of the game. It's like Mario. You got to beat the Cooper. You know? Yeah. We both had injuries. We're both equal with injuries. We can't say, because they got injuries. We got our problems. They got their problems. They lost 2 receivers. We lost a receiver, a running back, a defensive guy, a tight end. You know.
Yeah.
So that means these other guys have to step up, man.
Damn right.
And I think Ayuk is due, and I think Juice is going to score. Juice is paying to the dial.
I'm telling you,
give me the ball.
He's the X factor. Yep.
Yeah, I think he is. I think Juice is going to be. If Kittle's out, Juice is taking over. To get, you know what I mean? He's going to be the next Kittle. We got to use Juice.
You do. Salbert and Tongas, no, they're okay, but Juice is premier. I mean, he's ready.
Let the juice loose. You got to let the juice loose.
I could cover him anyway.
And then Cowan, I think he's going to do good. I think Cowan's going to do good. The Arizona guy, I like to see him get a touchdown.
I just wonder.
The guy from Arizona.
I wonder if he didn't get into Kyle's.
You got to get him out there.
Get out of the doghouse for that punt. Kyle's got to stop doing that, though. This is a kid, Kyle. Don't push him in the back now. Yeah.
Kyle, what did you do when you played football? When you screwed up?
No, right?
They put you in the doghouse?
Yes.
Did they put you in the doghouse? You know, they put you in the doghouse? If they did, well, you know. But I just want to beat these guys bad. I could taste it. And the Cowboys are definitely going to lose Sunday, too. Cowboys are done. They're going to, everybody, just think.
Oh, they play the Rams.
Tell the Rams fans you're going to get the paper bags ready. Get the paper bags ready, Ram fans. Trust me, buy one, get one free. They're going to hand out bags at the stadium.
Yeah.
Put it on, Rudy.
Get one, take home. Buy one, get one free. You need to take it home for the next week, too.
I want to do is one day get a paper bag. Oh, yeah. Rudy, all them, get the paper bag special. Just go to Rudy's Live. Market Pro, you get your paper bags ready. Your dog doesn't have to worry about it. He's a true Niner blood. Yeah. So he'll be laughing at you and barking at you.
Yeah. And then we all got to get subscribed to Rudy's channel and wait till he comes on and get in there and just tear him up. I mean, all the dribble he brings off in here.
Him and some 49er guy were fighting last night on their live last night. He was live last night. They were fighting. Tony Wright could tell you. He was there, too.
Wait.
Boston, man.
Wait, who was the person that was tearing Rudy up?
Beto.
I've got to.
I think his name is Beto.
I got to go back. I'm going to go back and watch that. Yeah.
He was telling Rudy, you don't know nothing about the Rams. You're saying about this, about that. You're not a true Rams fan if you think you don't know nothing. Blah 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 blah. He was sitting there roasting him like, oh my God, I thought they were going to punch each other in the screen or something. I thought they were going to be. Me and Tony were sitting there like,
I'm surprised Rudy didn't. Rudy didn't block him?
No, it was in the live video.
Oh, it was live. He couldn't block. That's even better.
It's funny. You guys got to watch it.
I can't wait.
I know my daughter. My daughter sees the Niners scoring 31-17.
Okay,
I know that's what
31-17.
you put down.
What do you got?
And I think
I mean,
I'm going to
agree?
go with you said 34-17.
Yeah,
I agree with you. 34-17. I'm going with you, Ronbo.
All right.
And I think you're going to see Jimmy G in the game because you know what? Stafford can't take the heat with an interception or two or a fumble. He's going to look cocky.
There's a betting line. How many times will Stafford get sacked? There's already. I saw that on one site. I was laughing. Offensive line's in deep trouble.
And the Cowboys are in deep trouble too. And who else is in trouble? Atlanta's going to win. I hope Atlanta wins. I have Atlanta beating KC, and I hope Seahawks.
That's right. They got to play KC. Is it Sunday night or Monday night?
Sunday night.
Ooh.
Sunday night, 8:30. Prime time Sunday night. And that's where I'm hoping to see chickens lose. And
you go ahead, kick back, relax, Michael. We're gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what. You don't be getting sick on us, man. Don't remember Tony's remedy: baking soda, water.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Soda, water. That's what I'm gonna do.
All
And
right.
if they want my email, you guys are welcome to message me and all that. You're fine. That's fine.
All right. There
You
you
guys
go.
are welcome.
All right. All right, Michael. I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Have a good night. You
All right,
too, brother.
too. Thanks, Michael. Let us go. Huh? Donut, Tanisha. Come on down.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, I was sitting there. I was getting. Notice I was getting the rhythm going. Listen. If you don't have one tonight, that's okay. But you owe us two next time.
But you know what?
Yes.
I do have a song tonight, but I think I want to pass over a good news to everybody on the chat. No matter what team you're going for, Productions, you, Mr. Ronbo, for the platform. Of course, Bam and Boom with Papa Dragon, my man Big Show, Shabazz. And we gonna find my man. We gonna find our man, not a Mike, man. We gonna find you, man. But I just want to let everybody know that we missed the last, couple of shows, and we've been doing some tests and everything. And I just want to give everybody some wonderful news that inside my blood, there's no leukemia detected currently, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. All right.
I
love me good news, man.
Yes, indeed.
Good.
And which means the second round, still got one more round of chemo to go, but it's not going to. Hopefully, it's not going to be needed with no bone marrow transplant. It's just go ahead. This is going to be a knockout round, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I want to thank
And shout out
everybody
to
for
Jack
their
for
prayer.
calling it. I told you you'd be good, baby.
That's true.
Thank
I do
you,
remember
man.
Jack doing
Thank
that.
you, man. And thank you, everybody. Tanisha's been by the side. She's been a rock. And I just want to let everybody know we love y'all, man. We love y'all.
And we love you, man. We're glad you're about this news.
Hey, man,
Congratulations on doing that.
Show you right.
Thank you.
But on that note, I would like to say one thing, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Hey. I said we woke up this morning and we got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to fill our head. Everything's good and that is a fact. Let's get the Rams saying, what's up with that? Woo!
Ooh, what's up with that? What's up with that?
We say,
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Let's go, Mason. Let's go, offense.
What's up with that? We said,
What's up with that?
Defense gonna be good. We still got Fred Warner.
What's up with that? We said,
What's up?
If anything go bad, we still got Jay Moody. Make your
What's
case.
up
We
with that?
say, what's up? Everybody,
What's
we
up,
love
say?
you. We are detective free so far. We say, what's up with that? I say, everybody knows that the Sunday is coming. Let's go ahead and make Levi South all red and gold. And let's go ahead and get this win. And let's get back to championship for home. Woo!
hey. Yes, Facebook. Ooh-wee.
You see, you can tell nothing evil can get inside that body of this man. He's just too cool. Well, don't I?
That's
Yes,
right.
indeed,
That's
man.
right there. Ooh-wee.
Yes, indeed,
You
man.
know, I just hear man. You know, let's go ahead and cut this game up and cut Rudy up in the process and Everett and all these comedians that like to come in and annoy us like they do. What's going to happen in this game?
You know, we got a collective effort, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to let the score be 32-14. You still got to beat 30 to beat Brock Purdy. You understand me?
I like that.
Last week was a slip up, a hiccup, but one thing we're not going to do is give up. You understand me?
That's right.
Hey, wait. That score. Wait, give me that score one more time.
We're going to be 32-14.
32-14. You know, I think we all like that. Yeah, it's amazing how sometimes brilliant minds think alike. That's what three guys like that now. You, me, and Michael.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me some more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, because there's one thing about it. You know what I'm saying? We're losing a couple of pieces, but it's not too many pieces. You understand me?
Yeah.
We got some people in the front that's still ready. We got some people in the middle that's still ready, which is my man Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make the right calls. And if I'm not mistaken, my man from the back, Tangalua Hufanga, is making this NFL this season debut again. And we got backup safeties that will get together and make sure this is not going to happen like Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We will be okay, faithful.
You know, they
Let's
watched
keep
that
it
film.
strong.
Oh, they watched that film for a long time after that game. And everybody was sitting there probably not looking at each other, just saying, all right, now we know what to do about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So it's going to be, man, you know what? Life is a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen. Please do that. You understand me?
Yes,
and
indeed.
when it comes to bad things, I don't pin bad things on nobody because I do believe everybody on this earth has a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Even the
and
Rams.
one thing for sure, ladies. Yes.
For us to beat that butt.
They put their shoes on, they put their pants on just like us, but we're going to understand that we wear them better. You understand me? Let's go ahead and run it out. Everybody get your cook on. Everybody wear your colors. And everybody keep your shades on because don't be blinded by the light. Let's go ahead in here and let's whoop some ASS, baby.
Yes, we got many weapons on our team. Let's go and whoop some ass. I'll say it, baby. I'll say it.
and you'd be right, Tanisha, because the fact is the scheme is still just plug and play. We got guys that have been doing it long enough that ain't even starters, that all they got to do, the scheme will kill you as fast as the players. So, you know, I always feel confident.
Yeah.
Execution, baby.
Yeah.
Execution.
Yes, indeed. We are excited, ladies and gentlemen, news and everything. And let's keep it rolling, baby. And Mr. Rudy! You know I like saying your name, player.
About wherever you are.
Shout out to Productions. Shout out to the biggest platform and 49 and faithful. You understand? We do appreciate you.
Yeah, Mama, we
God,
appreciate
thanks.
you
Don't
and your
let
platform.
Teresa-
Thank
Are
you
you-
so much. Bang,
thank
bang, night
you.
game, baby.
You two
And
are
you
just
know
the
what?
biggest
Hit that
smile
like
on the
and
planet.
comment, subscribe, and please just let's keep this platform going because it is top of what's going on. Just like E40 say, bang, bang, not a gang, and everything, baby. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
Let's
y'all.
keep it going.
Yo, we got this. DT, I want to tell you what, that good news just made my day and mostly everybody who knows you too. We love you to death. All right. Hey, see you Sunday, and we continue to celebrate everything, and there is to celebrate, which is a lot. All right.
Yes,
Don't stop. Keep it going.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's like the sound of my voice. I'm getting stronger by daily, and this information right here, it lets me do more than what I've been doing, which is a lot, ladies and gentlemen. So your boy is back. Your boy is back like a pimp in the Cadillac. Just keep it leaning, baby. Keep it leaning.
And don't forget, brother, to intermittent fast. Don't forget to intermittent fast.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, y'all.
Please.
I'll see you Sunday.
Sunday,
Yes, indeed.
Ronbo. Thank
right.
you.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
thank you,
And one
Tanisha.
thing, ladies and gentlemen, before you ask God for anything, thank Him for everything.
Yeah.
Please do that.
So true.
Let's go, Niners.
Yeah.
We love you.
Here you go.
Thank Nana game, y'all.
Good night.
All right.
Night, y'all. And I see J.P. Hella Hard. I realized I read that name. 2800 Purdy 414. Purdy 414. Silence of the Lambs. Oh, soft as baby. Boo boo. Jack, are you done with your morning ritual?
Woo! Goddamn, I look like you. Skin and bones out, Ronbo.
And you know what?
Stress,
Here,
and
Jack,
I'm ready for the test.
Jack, you know, you could tell. I knew you were in the bathroom because I could hear an echo. The only time you get that kind of thing is a person's usually in a room with tile everywhere.
You got that fan in the background. In the ghetto.
Jack,
In the
Jack.
in the bathroom. I'm saying.
Jack.
But listen,
49ers. Yes.
talking about poo-poo, man. This is going to be a poo-poo game, Ronbo. This is
Okay.
a preseason game. Take off 50% of the starters. Let guys like Hufunga eat, Cowing eat. Let the other dudes eat. You know what I'm saying? But the guys I'm looking for is who's our linebacker. I told you at the beginning of the season, we only have the loneliest room in the group room is the tight end room because it's only George Kittle, and he says hi and bye to a new guy every week. But Braden Willis, I'm looking for him who has just been activated to step up and show his route running, his catch after his run after the catch with Brock Purdy, and he's going to turn some heads come this week. But also, Ronbo, I'm looking for guys that have flown like Fred Warner in the preseason, like Curtis Robinson, to come in and say, you know what? Hey, DeAndre Campbell, you was good, but you're slowing down now. It's my turn to shine. Talk to me.
D Winners. Don't forget about D. Fred's favorite guy. But D, I don't know if D's ready to play this week. He was hurt, I think. We'll see. We got plenty of linebackers. This is what we do in San Francisco. We just keep great linebackers. Whereas the Rams don't like linebackers. They got rid of a good linebacker, and they got some clowns out there now. They're going to get exploited like they do every week. I don't know why the Rams think that they can be in this division with no linebackers. It's very strange.
We got dudes. We got animals. We got guys that are waiting. And I remember old boy said last call, I've been seeing this all year, last year, is that our safety, Jair Brown, is better in the box. That's what he was elite at Penn State. And y'all ain't feel that's what he did in the preseason. He erupted that play. I think it was against the Saints when he just came in there like a missile, a rocket launcher, took out that goddamn running back. You know what I'm saying? Right when he had the ball. So guys like Mustafa, Hufunga, they got to jail, man. We got to see somebody. If you want to play on the outskirts, you want to be a free safety and all that stuff, maybe Mustafa Hufunga is better at that because Jair Brown gets exposed from time to time, and you get that big play, and we're all scratching our head like, damn, well, how did Jefferson get in the end zone?
Well, yeah. See that, again, Sorensen, that's coaching. That's lack of discipline. I don't know what made Jair abandon. He was going to go get the run. No, Jair. That's Justin Jefferson. Priority one.
It's also I discipline Ronbo. It's also on him. The coach can only teach you so much. It's also on you. You should already know that. You've been to the Super Bowl. You got a pick in the Super Bowl. What are you doing, dude? It's week 2 with Minnesota, and you're doing that. So, again, I'm looking for Mustafa to step up, Hufunga to step up, even if it's Odom. I'm even looking for Jair Brown to step up. Bernardo Green. Who's that dog in the building that's going to take over this week and go into SoFi Stadium and say, hey, come on, they ain't better than us. I ain't going to lose this game.
Gotta have that attitude.
Ronbo?
You're not a 49er if you ain't thinking like that. We don't get beat. We just lose ourselves. We do things to help the other team. But as far as handing out ass whoopings, that's what we do. So yeah, just go out there and be 49ers.
Is weak at the center? Yeah, so Brendo is weak at the center position. If that's our actual weakling,
yes,
that like Tony said, try Zakel out, put him in there, see how it goes. And why the hell is Dobbs number 3 behind Allen? I just don't get that the way he made the Saints D look like a JV going up against varsity. He even made Cowan shine and got him a deep pass near the end zone. Why is Dobbs number 3? I think Dobbs could start in our fucking offense, and just like Sam Darnold did, he exceeded, and he actually almost got back in the game against the Ravens. I think Dobbs might gel well if he got all pros like Purdy in the building.
I don't know. You notice we've never had any long conversation about that, but yeah, Dobbs is number 3 in the pecking order.
So you know what I'm saying? Cowing. Yeah, go ahead. Talk to me.
No, I was just going to say, whoever comes in the game, if something happens and somebody has a second string quarterback comes in, I can't wait to see, even if garbage time, I can't wait to see who comes in. They'll probably send Dobbs in if it's garbage time, though.
Man, Kyle, if you listen to anybody in the front office, whatever, whoever's listening with the Intel listens into all the radio shows, including Grant Cohn and Chat Sports and et cetera, Kruger and all them, Larry Kruger. All I'm saying is this, man, put Curtis Robinson in, because that's where he can fly.
One of my favorite, too.
And him and Fred Warner together, oh, my God. And imagine when Greenlaw comes back and it's them 3, I'm just talking like, man, elite speed, elite awareness, and these guys are just like rocket missiles. There's going to be no runs. These guys are stopping people behind the line, Ronbo.
I know. And making them think about if they really want to play football or not. I love it.
So I'm fired up, even though this is a preseason game, because it is the Lambs. And, we be eating lambs even in our tacos in Mexico, even in our curry in Pakistan. We be eating them motherfuckers in any kind of dish we can get. So, I'm hyped up either way.
Yeah, I've never had lamb in a taco or a burrito. I've never had seafood, beef and chicken.
You never had a birria? Shout out to my Mexicano, baby. La raza. Wait, listen, you got to try some birria, some goat tacos, some goat burritos. You know what I'm saying? They got all kinds of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it popping, get some curry, come to the UK, get some Indian curry. Oh, some lamb curry, some goat curry.
Look at you, Jack.
That's what we going to eat this week.
Jack, give me that score.
That's what we going to eat this week.
Give me that score. Because we got to go. What do you think?
Dobbs comes in, pick 6 galore. It's going to be 36-44. 49ers, baby.
Wait. 36. Wait. 36-44.
Yeah, that went with the rhyme, so I had to put 44 in the end. It's 44-36. All right. And by the way,
you
didn't catch me last week before a few days ago when I said to you, I've been calling 10 years plus gold jacket member.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to production. Hook me up with them. But check this out, Ronbo, you haven't changed one bit. So I don't know what you eating or what you doing intermittent fasting, but it's working. You don't look a dang different. Maybe a little bit of gray. Other than that, you look exactly the same. So what I said was maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, you working for that company now, Jack? What are you doing commercials? Jack, thanks. But anyway, let me see you Sunday, and 44-36 is worrying me. But if it happens, I'll say, Jack, it was too close for comfort, but you got it right. All right,
man. I'm going to go on that Ronbo diet. Ronbo, we going into business together. Let's let everybody get healthy, man. I'm going on that Ronbo diet.
There you go. Jack, have a great day. You're off the stool now, so you should be okay. Good night, Jack. A good day, Jack. Jack's just starting to stay out in the UK. All right, Jack. Hey, fam.
Yeah.
Hey, Sharon.
Ronbo, how are you?
Sharon, doing just great. And, we're hearing about Donut Tanisha and Donut's getting better. Or he's gotten better, actually. He's pretty much over it. And then you hear about Michael having acid reflux. We almost lost Michael just within the last 24 hours. Some scary things. So one thing, the bottom line is never take anything for granted. Appreciate every moment.
Amen.
God, man. And the 49ers, Yeah, they got it. Sharon, give me some on this game.
Ronbo, we got beat down last week. I don't see us getting beat down this
I
week.
can't imagine
I
that
think
either.
we're going to bounce back. Yeah. I think they all gathered in their meeting room, watched the film, know what the mistakes were. They're going to clean it up. I think we're going to. The Rams are broke.
You know, and I wonder if they feel like still playing hard because they're 0-2, and they got annihilated last week. And they don't. How do you feel when all your good players are sitting on the sideline? Ah. And do you have the will to continue?
Right. It's just like how when the Jets played, Thursday night?
Yeah.
And how they were making Aaron Rodgers, how big he is. I said, look who they played. They played the Giants, were crying out loud. Not the Giants, the Patriots.
The Patriots, yeah. I was kind of concerned with that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Aaron's looking like he's just feeling great, ain't he?
So I made a comment. Okay, if you guys are making Aaron Rodgers this big because they beat the Patriots, come he can't beat us because he choked. Hello? He's not quarterback. If he can't beat us.
He can't beat us. And also, I want to see what it looks like next week.
Exactly.
Stop whooping and hollering when people beat nobody. The Patriots don't have any.
The person came back at me and said, well, I was like, so what? We got people that guarantees we're going to keep dominating everybody back. So be scared of we.
You know, the NFL has to be concerned about the 49ers' health. If we get everybody back, that means doom for most teams we play. We're just too strong in every area. That's something good about these guys being out. They'll be resting up. The more rest they get, as long as they don't lose every week, the better. I mean, CMC coming back later, Debo coming back later, George coming back later, take a couple of weeks off. That's all right. Yep. Can't lose, though.
Yeah, we'll have Greenlaw back. We'll have the whole
team
too. Completely back.
Yeah. Ayuk will still look. Ayuk will look good starting probably this week, maybe. He'll get a lot of work in.
Ayuk's going to have a big game because he knows he's
dependent upon.
In his interview, he says he knows he's got to do better than what he did last week. Yeah. So everybody's admitting to what their faults were last week.
Yeah. Brock's got to admit to a fault, too. He's got to find Ayuk.
He did. That's what I like about Purdy.
Yeah.
Admits to everything. What quarterback doesn't do that? Yeah. Nobody that I know of.
No. Not even Tom Brady. Not even Patrick Mahomes. Patrick threw an INT last week I was watching. Was that last week? Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
it was last week.
It happens.
Yeah. I mean, everybody can have our bad days. We have our good ones. So, I mean, nobody's perfect. And what was the beef between Kyle and Grant, by the way? Kyle let Grant have it.
I know you know.
I was like, what the hell?
Okay, but I think Grant writes some articles damning Kyle. I think Kyle knows about it. So Kyle's had a problem with Grant for a couple of years that I know of.
Okay.
So whenever Grant asks him a question,
Kyle was hot.
I know, but I'm telling you, this has been building. Kyle will let it go for a while, and all of a sudden he'll lose it. This is not the first time he lost it. Grant writes an article up on it. It says translation. You know when he writes his article, it'll say he answered my question, said, and then Grant will put translation. It'll be just really nasty. I said, Grant, that's why Kyle doesn't like you, man. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't really care for Grant either.
Well, it's entertainment for us. I mean, just watch it from a side.
Yeah, it is. It is. Definitely is. But I think we'll be all right for Sunday. I mean, we got Hufanga back. Woohoo.
Yeah. And also, Sharon, that thing about the passing game, which is what's pissing Kyle off as far as that Grant. No quarterback. There's not a lot of passing going on right now. Have you read about that and seen that, noticed that?
Yeah.
Everybody's running the ball. Everybody's running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it'll pick up. Hopefully this weekend with
we'll start our run game back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Throw some play action in there, too. So,
Yeah. Kyle's gotten away from that a lot, too, hasn't he? Grant called him out on that,
Kyle
too.
needs to stick with what we do best. But try to change it up. This is where you go wrong because you like to see things how they are.
Yeah. Sharon, some teams are they've actually practiced for that, knowing what Kyle's going to do. You have to work on what Kyle does if you're a defensive coordinator, because he will kill us. He'll kill everybody else, should I say, if you don't. So, teams work hard to stop
Quit trying to
Kyle.
get so fancy and so cute with the plays, Kyle. You know best that works.
Yeah, we're running the ball a lot. He overran Mason week 1, so that's as basic as it gets.
Because we need him.
Yeah. See, I don't know. If Mason goes down, I don't know what we do. It's a very, very frightening thought.
That's what worries me.
Isaac this weekend, Sharon. He's going to get in there. He's going to get some meaningful yards. He's going to get enough snaps so we can say, okay, I think he's going to work. This is the week.
I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to. Rudy's going to feel sorry for himself. We might Rudy for. So
No, Rudy
I think we're going to be okay.
He'll be in the chat. He'll be in social media
defense.
5 minutes after the game, even if he loses. He's really strange.
I think Demo's going to have like 2 or 3 interceptions. Fred's going to have 1.
Yes, that's what he. Oh. Sharon, give me that score. You and Mom. We got to go. What do you got?
I got 31-16.
31-16 for Sharon and Mom.
Mom says 38-24.
Look at Mom. Mom's talking about a beat down. I love it. 38 points. You know what? The Cardinals can score 40-something. We should score 38. I mean, we're not completely held like the Cardinals, but still.
Right.
We'll be fine. All right,
we'll be fine, Mama. We'll be all right.
I know. I just like beating the Rams. Don't let them. If there's any team we cannot lose to, it's the Rams. Their people love to talk too damn much. That's right. We'll get them.
Yak, yak, yak. We don't want to hear it.
Shout out to see you Monday or Sunday.
All right, Rob. Have a good night.
You too. Bye, right, Sharon. Bye. Give my best to Mom. And that cowboy brother of yours,
I will.
All right.
Oh, they in trouble Sunday, but okay. Bye.
Night. Eric, come on down, Eric. Eric. Oh,
what's up, Eric?
Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Yeah, how you doing?
Eric?
Yeah, how you doing? What about
I'm doing all right. You know, it's time to play ball. It's such a thing. Eric, it's it's the kind of thing where do you remember back when women weren't looking at football or paying any attention, and how they had name for wives, things like football widows and things like that? Now women are watching football because the thing is, we put a lot of energy into loving football. And Eric, you've probably been a fan a while too, that your whole life starts to gyrate around that. Your happiness is determined on how well your team does. If you're a betting man like I used to be until they broke me up at doing that, you can't wait thinking you're going to cash in this week because you have a feeling you know what you're doing. I mean, there's a lot that football can do to a person's life that is outrageous. I think there's been some divorces behind football. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good weekend for the Dinos.
Yeah.
The Alts can do pretty well this weekend.
It's.
I think the Alts can do pretty well this weekend.
I don't know. The Rams, they're going to play their best football against us. I mean, they try hard. We don't usually just cakewalk them. We beat them, but usually it's a gradual thing from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. And they may even have the lead in this game early on. But without Debo out there, because Debo really takes it personally when we play the Rams, it seems. Him and George Kittle, they're both going to be out. Now, we're going to test the mettle on some other guys who are going to keep tradition up. This is the only concern of mine. I know Javon Jennings likes playing against the Rams. We still got enough guys out there that enjoy playing against the Rams from years gone by that it still should be pretty fun. And besides that, we got more fans in the stands than the Rams do. And we're in their house, Eric. Well, I do enjoy that.
Oh, well, that's an issue right there. If you guys have more fans than them in their house,
yeah,
that tells you that more people like the Niners than the Rams.
Clearly. The Rams aren't lovable. You know, that's why I keep saying they bought that trophy years ago. They stacked the team. They spent every last dollar. They went into debt. They're probably under government assistance right now because they spent more money than they actually had. And I'm sure if an investigation were launched, they would be have broken. Ooh, they'd have to go to court. If I was the prosecuting attorney, all right, Rams, you guys are over the cap. You didn't pay one dime in penalty fees. You will pay those fees now. We'll shut this operation down. I love it because they had 15 or 16 primetime players. I don't think any of them got less than $20 million. So,
Yeah.
how the hell did you do that? Anyway, they're paying for it now. 3 years later, they can't buy a team. Well, they tried to again. They got a couple of offensive linemen that were very expensive, and I thought that was pretty funny when they did that. You guys, you got a lot of money all of a sudden, huh? Okay. And both of them, I think, are out. So, you can't buy your way to. You got to build a team, Eric. I mean, everybody knows that.
Yep.
So, but if you can do that, I guess you go ahead and try it. And Rams did it, and it worked. It worked once. We'll see what happens next. So, okay. Hey, and Eric, what's going on in Hawkville? I mean, have you anything you want to report? We love hearing about you.
No, I mean, I think we're doing okay. Actually, funny thing is, that, like, especially, like, during the second game of the season, I paid a little bit of attention to the Seahawks game, but most of the time I was in here hanging out with you fine folks.
Yeah, that's okay, because you guys are leading the conference, and let's see how long that goes on. So you can root for him for that. And DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Metcalf's going to have episodes that I always find hilariously entertaining. Metcalf and his out of control temperament. You know what's really scary about that, Eric? Metcalf is a big specimen. I mean, that dude is built like if you're going to build the ultimate warrior, it would look like DK Metcalf, So, and he's got a bad attitude and temper too. That's frightening.
Definitely. Definitely. And in fact, can I tell you, and about DK, I don't know, like, what a lot of Seahawks fans think about DK, but me personally, I don't really like the antics.
I know.
All of those silly penalties.
Oh.
And then the ejection match versus you guys. What are you doing?
I know. And my favorite of all time, DK got ejected from the game, and Pete Carroll, and I blame Pete for this too, because Pete knew he was ejected from the game. A few minutes later, the referee notices that DK is in the huddle, and they call timeout. And what's DK's number?
14.
Yeah, number 14 has been disqualified. He's not supposed to be on the field to play. And I thought that was DK. What was he going to do? Was he going to run a play? Because the funny thing about it, Eric, if they would have ran that play and DK would have had a touchdown, you talk about the entire stadium being pissed off because the rest would have looked up, 14, you're not supposed to be in the game. That touchdown is null and void, and you're out of the game. Coach Carroll, I want to talk to you for a moment. This is going to be, I can see now, there'd be fines issued. The NFL would come down hard. That could have been a mess. So, yeah, you're right. DK, be careful.
I tell you, if somehow, some way, Smith would have found DK on that one play now, like after he was supposedly ejected.
Yeah.
after he was ejected.
God, it would have been.
Oh man, I don't even want to know what the league would have done with that.
It's unprecedented. They would have had to think about what to do about that. That's never happened. Nobody's ever tried that before. And now what do we do? There's probably some rule that could apply to it, but that has never happened. Oh.
Yeah, I tell you, and especially with the touch, if DK somehow scored a touchdown, what do you do in this situation right here?
It's subtracted immediately. There's no score. But Eric, we're going to run out of time. We're having fun talking about DK. But hey, what do you got for a score? Give me your score and the 49ers score.
I'm thinking. Let's see here. We're playing Miami. I'm pretty confident. I'm thinking maybe 27 by 10.
27-10 over Miami. All right. And
then, guys, I was kind of thinking a little bit close, but now I'm kind of thinking a little bit, maybe 30 by 13 Niners.
Wait, 49ers get what score did you say?
30-13. 3-0.
30-13. All right. Well, thanks for that blessing, Eric. I'll tell you what.
No problem.
All right. Let me see you Sunday.
I'll be here.
All right. Good luck to you, Eric. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey, Omar. I haven't talked to Omar in like forever. Omar!
Ronbo, how are you, my boy?
Hey, doing all right, Omar. You know, I'm a little worried about the fact that we've been through so many playoff games in the last few years. I mean, we're talking 4 out of 5 years. We're right in the mix. Wow.
I know.
The guys are getting gassed. We're starting off hurt.
Yeah.
So I hope mid-season we're still up above 500 by enough that we can still win the division. And a lot of guys will have gotten a lot of rest. It could be a blessing in disguise, Omar. But what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking, it is. I know a lot of people are making a big deal out of us losing last week, which we should have beat Minnesota. Come on.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we kind of gave that game away, and then I don't know what Kyle was thinking about them play call. He's trying to get all cute at the goal line, trying to throw a sidearm pass to Debo. I don't know why the hell he did that. If I was him, I would have just ran it with Mason. I mean, if Mason got 100 yards that game, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong.
100, actually.
Right, he had 100 yards. I mean, we were still in the game. Well, we only lost by a possession, but still, I mean, that's a game we should have had. I mean, Sam Darnold came back and beat us. I have no idea how the hell that happened. It was like a bad dream.
If he didn't have Jefferson, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know, man. But I'm glad we're gonna get this dude back, like Mofunga. I'm glad he's back. I mean, you have team him out there with. I think Jair Brown is starting, correct?
Yeah, Jair's going to be in the safety spot. It's going to be, that's right. Who was playing for Talanoa? Oh, it was Mustafa. Mustafa's still going to get rotated in and out because they're going to keep pitch count for now.
Man, like that dude could hit right there, man.
Don't he? And he's quick. Yeah, he's a little and kind of quick and strong. He's perfect.
Yeah, he's built, man. That dude is
like a rock.
He's built different, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. I think they need to start Cowing.
Start him.
I really think. I think we start him
in place of who?
And we take out Ricky Bell, in my opinion.
Ricky hasn't even. Oh, Ricky Bell. Ricky Bell doesn't get any. Omar. Ricky doesn't get no snaps anyway. I've seen Ricky one time.
Oh.
Did you see Ricky last? I saw him one time. Looks like he's about to run a go route. And that's the only time
I'm not really a
last
fan
week.
of his.
Yeah, me neither. Because Ricky,
I'm not really a fan of his like that. I think Jason Cowan is going to come and contribute.
Yeah,
that's what I think. They should put him in the game.
Give some confidence. Exactly.
He's a good player, man. In college, man, he was a beast. I mean, like give him the rock. I mean, he can do things that Debo can do as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
run that
maybe
sweep out of the backfield.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, do a little quick jet sweep on the ball.
I want to see
He's a good
him
player.
and Garindo this week. Garindo needs some snaps. Let's get him ready, especially if we're ahead in the
Yeah, I'm
game.
telling
Yeah,
you.
look him up, man. Come on, get him
Yeah.
out there. God,
Another thing is, like, we have to, man, Brandon and you got to step up this weekend, and he got to
think
step
he's
up,
ready. He knows.
make some catches. I mean, I know he was distracted with all the contracts because, when you're not in training camp, it ain't the same,
Absolutely.
because the game is supposed to be the easy part.
Yep.
Training camp's the hard part.
Damn right. And
You know what I'm saying? So,
got to build.
yeah,
time
man, we got to get these guys, we have a good team, man, I'm telling you, but we got to put this shit together. That's it. Brock had, hey, listen, I haven't seen Brock had this much time to throw in a long time.
Although the
I'm
Vikings
serious.
cut it out, though.
No joke. I think he was confused. Like, he was back
That's what I
there-
said.
Like, he was back there listening to Frank Sinatra and shit.
Instead of focusing.
He
I
was in the
said
Frank
the same
Sinatra
thing.
like,
God. Brock's going through every
no,
progression.
I'm just saying. I mean, he was going through his reads, but we got to get guys open. Kyle, very bad game plan. I'm sorry. His play calling was atrocious, man. I got to call it what it is.
No,
he got out-coached.
Didn't make
He
any
got
sense.
out-coached, and he's better than that. I know he is.
He freaks out.
Kyle
Flores
is better than that.
Flores has his number. He freaks out every time he sees Flores and that dude from Cleveland.
Yeah, but that game plan that he had for that game, he need to chuck it and never use it again.
He might.
Seriously.
Yes, it
Nah,
did
man,
not
he need
work.
to get rid of that. Take that game plan and throw it in the trash, and if you have a copy of it, then throw that one out too.
delete.
Hey, it's been a while I haven't called, but I've been listening to you. It's been a while I haven't called you, so like I said, yeah, and thank you to you, your platform, everybody back there in production.
Thanks,
Love you
man.
guys, and I'm glad I called. It's been a while. Go Niners, man. Let's beat the Rams. My score will be 42-14. We rattling these boys.
Because if we don't,
rattling these boys.
42 is good. I want that, but I figure we just got a few guys out that maybe can't put up those kind of numbers. Because look what the Cardinals did to the Rams last week. Just ran them out of Arizona. I said,
Yeah, man, I tell you
that's
something.
hilarious.
Freaking Kyle Murray look good out there, man. Kyle Murray look
He
good out there.
does. But he didn't
And
throw
that's
the ball
scary
that
because I don't want
much.
to play that dude, man. That guy's a problem.
And that
He's
wide
a
receiver,
problem.
that rookie wide receiver is badass too. You knew he would be.
Yeah, man, it's about time to throw him the ball. It's about
They
time. Shit.
did a couple of times. I saw him downfield waiting. I said, "How fast is this dude?"
Oh,
God
yeah, by the way.
Damn.
You know me, because I'm a big Dallas hater because I can't stand the Cowboys.
Yeah, you and me both.
They're losing at home to the Ravens. They're losing at home with the Ravens. You heard it here first, man. They're going to lose. They're going to get their asses beat.
Man,
And they're going to get whooped, and I'm going to sit back here and laugh and wait for Stephen A. to come on and roast
He does
them
too,
even
don't
more.
he? Stephen A. comes out of nowhere. You
love
see him on social media.
I love it. Yeah.
He's
Hey,
so
listen, I
funny.
know time is short. Everybody got to call in. Sorry to haul.
No problem.
Thanks, Ronbo. And go Niners. Let's go.
Thank you, Omar. Good to hear from you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you game time and afterward. All right.
Hey, 45-14.
Gotcha. Recorded. You will get
All right.
props. 45-14, you say. You for 42? 45.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, you want
45, man. We blowing
I like
these
it.
dudes out. Be nothing but red in there. Take care, bro.
You too, Omar. Night, fam.
All right.
And Mr. Block Guy says, another home game. 28-10. Us guys stepped to TF up. Every time, in this case, I don't think it's really dangerous, but every time we get overly passionate about beating a team up, things go south. I said last year and the year before, I'm not doing that anymore. I can't help but to get overly excited about a game where we've lost a lot of players. This game, actually, match-wise, could be near even up. But I don't believe it. I still think we got more intestinal fortitude than the Rams. The Rams don't believe in the Rams. We have enough guys that have been playing together. They believe in themselves. For the core, we got a few guys missing, but we got leadership in that locker room with a lot of good guys. You got Fred Warner out there setting the standard on defense, which is already going to probably be overwhelming for the Rams anyway. And then you got Brock the Rock. I'm starting to think Brock Purdy, he'll look better this week. Everybody's been talking bad about him, but they always do. And he comes out winning. We're 1-1. We're fine. Hey, Steven.
Going on, Ronbo?
Steve, man, we're just sitting back here and, cutting it up like we always do. Although, Stephen, I just realized, though, we do respect the teams we should respect. We knew that Minnesota was going to be a tough game because we haven't beat them in that place since 1992, right? And the Jets, I was scared to death of the Jets. But you know what? It's hard to be afraid of the Rams and give them any respect, especially knowing the people that support them like we do.
Well, that. But you know what, Rumble? You also got to respect the fact that the Niners went from a Monday night game to a following Sunday night game in basically the same week.
And the time zone change. You're right.
He got outcoached for sure. That's inexcusable. I mean, all you're really doing, Kyle, is just kind of staying in your calm place. You're not being physical. You are not running the rock. You are not, in the trenches, point blank, simple. You're calling these plays. Problem is that, we had our defense on that field way too goddamn long, and our offense was way too little.
Yeah.
And so our defense, with lack of a better word, our defense held them to a pretty goddamn good, score.
With
Granted,
only
yes,
one big mistake.
they did get touchdowns, but it's at the same time, man. You got to remember these guys are athletes. These are grown ass men going against grown ass men. If you really look at it, both sides were having a really hard time staying off the field.
I know.
You start to see Minnesota's offense start to kind of crumble under itself because they're like, damn, we're out here again. They went 3-0 again. And then you see the Minnesota Vikings defense looking at the Niners defense like, okay, bro, we're just going to run right through you. We know you're tired. We're going to run right through you. We're going to sack your QB, or we're going to force him to do a stupid-ass play.
But Stephen, I'm still waiting for you to give some love to your guy, Debo.
But in all seriousness, Debo.
Debo had a pretty good game.
He had an okay game.
Steve was getting rid of Debo all summer long.
I hate the fact that we paid so much money for him just to run jet sweeps, and then all season long, last season, up until Philadelphia, we did not use him. Yeah. Why we had him on the field, why we paid him so much for doing so little, I'll never understand. Same thing with Brandon. We paid you all this money. In the first game you played, you dropped passes in the red zone.
You know what?
That you would make last season if you didn't have that money.
But Steve, we may get our money's worth on Ayuk. I maybe even as early as this week. The returns on him, I'm not concerned with. He'll get his. Brock missed him a couple of times too. I watched some other clips. Brock and him have to get, but then again, this is because he was missing and they didn't have time to build chemistry. Yep. That's why I kept going to Debo. Brock had built chemistry with Debo and he felt comfortable with him. He hasn't built with Ayuk for months, and so he needs to build that up. Hopefully they've been doing that this off week, and they have to now because Debo's out, so Brock has to focus on Ayuk and get that down. Because I like him and Ayuk connections are really sweet. So.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. And most importantly, too, you also got to remember.
Such a good.
We're gonna be you hear Scarlett. That was Scarlett.
Scarlett, she's feeling it tonight. All right, Scarlett. Go ahead, Tony. Steven.
She, what was it? She's got a lot to say, too, but she watches the games with Dad in her little 49er jersey that Roman used to wear. Now he outgrew it.
All right.
He's got his own Niner jersey.
Yes.
And he's slowly growing into Dad's gold jacket that he wore at that age. So.
Oh, you still got that, too?
I still kept my.
Yeah, you don't.
I still got my 95 gold jacket.
All right.
Oh, no. I kept it, so he's slowly growing into it, which is nice. But no, we're missing quite a lot of players. I don't see Kittle coming in. We're not going to have Pearsall. We're not going to have CMC. We're probably not going to get Debo just because we'd rather just
Debo's definitely not
have like a full team. But if there are some players that do need to step up for real, I mean, obviously our tight end that we drafted, he's going to have to step it up. He's going to have to know how to block to get the rock. We're going to have to probably put in Jacob Cowling because I don't trust Ronnie Bell with the ball for shit.
Nobody does.
Well, it's man. I have as much faith as I have. I have just about as much faith in Ronnie Bell as I did Jacob Moody last season. And this year he's really tightened it up. He's 6 for 6, so I can't really hate him too much.
Right.
But you know what?
And Steven, listen, wait, Steven. The thing is, what we have to agree to, all of us as 49er fans, if in week 8 or 9, Jake Moody finally does miss, We cannot say things like, "Oh God, you can't freaking trust Moody," because we got a little crazy with Moody. We gotta calm down.
Yeah, we were really coming after him because we had no one else to be mad at other than him. It was like, God damn it, like we had such a great team.
Yeah.
And so he was just fucking up. But the problem is that we also got to remember he was a rookie. This was his first actual team.
Poor guy.
Yeah, we were killing him. We were crucifying that kid because we had no one else to crucify for a while we lost.
Hey, Stephen, I've always said if I've run into Jake Moody on the streets, Jake, and can I shake your hand, man? Because you know what? No, I'm just to show you I ain't letting in my hands. But listen, man, you know what? I have stood behind you just about every time since you've got on that field and letting everybody know that I can hear me. If I'm talking to somebody face to face or whatever, get off your back. You're doing a great job. I just want you to know, as a 49er fan, hang in there, bro. And then that's it. That's all I'd say. Because Jake, I feel sorry for him because I feel people say really bad things to him. Yeah, I know.
Because I had told him straight up, like, hey, bro, look, I know you're a great kicker, but God damn it, if you miss another fucking kick that costs the game, I just might choke you. Just might choke you, bro.
Steven's going to walk up and start a fight with Jake Moody. Steven, he'll be all right. I mean, we got to love Jake Moody, man. I tell you, he hasn't missed. He's done well for us already. Yeah. We're kicking. And there's more field goals and more running yardage right now, more rushing yardage right now than anything in the league. Can you imagine that? Quarterbacks are not kicking ass right now. It's kickers and running backs.
Because that's too high safety. It's the too high safety. But you can figure. You know who beat too high safety all the time? Tom Brady. Look at what he did. Look at what his play scheme was against too high.
Look
and then watch the air raid come back.
Yeah.
So it just takes time. You got to figure it out. It's like the tush push. It's exactly like tush push. Everyone in the NFL is like, how do we beat the tush push? And in comes the
last week.
Hey.
Yeah, damn. I said, you know what? How do you? I
figured it out.
I wish, you know what? It worked last week, Stephen. I want to see somebody finally come up with a remedy for the tush push. But we'll see. Well, Stephen,
we will. But you know what, man? We're gonna have a great week.
Yeah, I think so. What do you got for a score?
30-21.
All right.
Niners. All day, every day.
Okay, Steven's giving them 21 points. You know what, Steven? If they score more points on our defense than they did the Cardinals' defense, even if we win, I'm going to be concerned about that, though. So hopefully we'll see.
You got to remember, actually, they don't got Puka Nacua. I'm going to go ahead and drop that score. We're going to win 30-14.
30-14? All right. I would feel better about that. Yeah. Because hopefully they got that 14th point in garbage time, and I'll be okay with that.
Oh yeah, they will. They will. The defense will hold it off, and they'll just start laxing at the very end of the quarter. So we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
And I want the whole 49er sideline, if they score in that last couple of minutes, you hear them laugh. You hear the 49er fans and the 49er team laughing across the field. Steven.
Oh yeah, we'll be in Ramilia's ear the whole night.
God, yes. I'll see you Sunday. Have a great night.
I'll see you Sunday, bro. You have a great night.
You too. Thanks, fam. The 49er Brian says, question, how many picks will Matty Dum-Dums throw? Not dimes, but dum-dums. Thanks, Matty. Wait, is that 49er Brian? Yeah, Brian. Thanks, Brian. And in G49, it'll be interesting to see some of the young Niners talent play because of all the injuries. Brock and Mason will ball 32-10. Niners crush them. Levi South. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I can't wait to see some of the other talents we got and how they're going to operate under the kind of stress they're going to be under. Because when you're dependent upon like they're going to be dependent upon, it's another story than them just coming in and everybody's healthy. Because then they know they've got room. There's a margin of error they can have. So they're not really going to overly worry about that, and the stress level's not going to take them out of their game. But now knowing they're going to be dependent upon, this is the test. Hey, Anthony.
What up, Ronbo?
Anthony, man, we up, man. We in that game where you better not lose. These are the kind of games that are real scary, though, Anthony. You play the Ravens, even you play the Dallas Cowboys to some extent. You play first game Monday night against the Jets. Oh, man, there's reason to be concerned. And then you play the Rams, and then we come in with no respect. I'm trying to respect them. Anthony, have you got respect for the Rams?
Not at all.
I knew you were going to say that. What do you think is going to happen
here? Whatsoever, Ronbo.
Yeah. Elaborate.
I think Colin. I think Colin gonna be a big part of this game.
You said who?
Chris Conley.
Oh, Conley. Yes. Yes. It's one of my favorites. I'd love to see it.
Either Conley, or either Jacob Cowan.
Yeah, if Kyle gives him some burn, because you're going to see Conley for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to see Juwan. Cowan's that guy. He's got to be the guy that gets on the field. You're right.
Yep.
Everybody else is out. JJ, Cowan, and Conley. Who else? You know what? We may see Mason coming out of the backfield for passes. Kyle has got to give him a shot. The boy paid $3,000 for a jugs machine. Kyle, have him wasting his money? Throw the ball to him.
Yeah, Kyle needs to learn how to trust his rookies more.
You know, Kyle, that you know how he is though. That muffed punt. Kyle probably still wakes up screaming about that. He overreacts sometimes. He really does.
I would love to see Cowan in the slot out there.
Oh, yes. I agree. That's where he could be doing a lot of damage. With his speed.
I don't see no linebackers that can keep up with him.
Rams don't have any linebackers nowhere. I mean, they're okay. Like they're average run-of-the-mill linebackers. Okay. But when they got rid of that dude, the last year was pretty good. They traded him off. So what'd you do that for? You guys can afford to do that? Go ahead.
That's the Rams for you.
Make no sense. But at any rate, and then Kyle's going to run his plays across that area like he always does, just knowing that, like you're saying, guys like Kyle can exploit a linebacker group that doesn't have any real primetime athletes. You know what? That's going to be the game plan. Anthony, I bet you're right. You're going to see Saubert and Tongas running through there a lot, too. And JJ? Oh, hell yeah. Yes!
JJ going to eat this week.
Oh, I think so.
I mean, JJ going to eat Sunday.
Because we need to get the passing game on track. Brock needs to get that done. He's got plenty of time to throw again this week. Let's see if it affects him like it did last week. Brock makes the wrong decisions every now and then because he had too much to think about it. I want him to take one or two reads. Some people say, he's a one-read quarterback. That's good. Get rid of the damn ball. I always wonder why people get bothered by that. He's a one. He goes through one. Like, no, dude. The quicker he gets that ball out of his hands, the better.
On one of the plays when we were like 4th and 2. Yeah, and Mason.
Standing wide open, I saw that.
Right in the flat, wide open.
Yes.
Wide open. And he didn't even look his way.
See,
if you ask me, I
he's got to stop doing that.
He's just going by what Kyle wanted him to do.
You're right. Because I've heard that conversation before. And every quarterback doing that is not a coincidence. That's true. Jimmy used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, Mason was wide open.
Because the thing is,
if it was CMC, in front of him.
I saw that. The camera caught that. CMC. Also, you've seen Juice on several occasions just jogging down the sideline. Nobody's with him.
Yeah.
Nobody ever was with him. Kyle, you need. I know you can love the middle of the field, but there's guys running on outside the numbers that are just right there. Give them the damn ball. Well, they'll get it. And hopefully, Brock will take it upon himself. I think at some point Brock will realize, Coach, I'm going to have an abandoned plan right now. He's right there, Coach. I got to hit him. Yeah, hopefully he'll do that.
Brock needs to make more plays with the legs too, Ronbo.
Yeah, I agree.
Let her keep the defense more balanced.
Have him at least scared.
Let her keep the defense what's called.
Yeah. Kyle said he was going to do that this year, too. Yeah. At least threaten it. Don't do it all game long, but do it here and there. He said he was going to do that, too.
Go here and there. Let's keep the defense honest, man.
Yeah. I'll make him worried. Yeah.
A lot of plays I saw, if you go back and look, he could have picked up a first down.
10 yards. He did it last week. Remember that hole he had? I love the camera angle when they show that.
He was doing more guessing.
Yeah.
It was like he was out there second guessing himself, Ronbo.
And running 15 yards past the line of scrimmage and pump fake it. Brock, put the ball away and run. You ain't nobody going for that pump fake. You're way behind the line of scrimmage. Go.
Yeah. He's quick enough to get the whole yardage, Ronbo.
He is. I agree. No doubt in my mind. He'll get it. Brock's just, he's coming this season a little slow. It's September because we don't have any preseason anymore. 2-3 weeks of preseason to get out there. So September is going to be preseason month from now on. People just got to understand that. Ain't no quarterback in the league kicking ass right now. Why? Because of that. All running and all kicking. But Anthony, what you got for a score, fam?
27-13.
All right. That's paying the Rams a lot of respect. I like that.
No, I'm saying they were gonna score one touchdown, and the other 6 points come from field goals.
I would like to see that too, because that means the defensive secondary. While the Rams aren't going to test them a whole lot, at least they'll know that this is how it works, guys. You hold that team down to this, and you get fruit cup for dinner tonight. All right, Anthony, I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo. Appreciate you, Ronbo.
Hey, appreciate you, Anthony. You know this. Night, fam.
Yeah. All right.
Percent of my high, fam. Yeah. What's it from Memphis? Yeah. I'll get you guys. When I see you, I'll shout you out. Hey, Tony.
Ronbo.
Amtrak Niners. What's up, fam? Hey, Tony, come on in, man. We're sitting up here and talking a lot of trash. No business doing it.
The thing I wanted to say, you said to him, baking powder. Buy
baking soda.
Carbonate.
You said baking soda.
Buy carbonate soda. Yeah.
No. We got a brand in America called Arm & Hammer. You guys got Arm & Hammer in Australia?
No, I don't know. I use it when you've got a upset stomach or whatever. It just all it does is it alkalines your body.
Ah.
So if you look up acidic foods and alkaline foods,
the chemistry,
you'll know what to do. Yeah, you should be eating more alkaline foods. Yeah. In other words, what God gives you, Ronbo. If it's not an animal or a plant and it comes in a packet, the only thing you should eat in a packet is pasta. But
I agree. I've been a proponent of that. Natural foods. I knew that in high school because I read everything I could because I wanted to get an edge as an athlete. I knew more about nutrition than a lot of adults. And I realized as I was coming down through the years, some people are just really stupid when it comes to eating the things they eat. And so you gotta be careful with your body. You only got one. It's not a steel mill down there. That's right. Yeah, be careful. So anyway, hey, Michael, not damning you on anything. We're just saying a lot of people got to be a little more careful. Depends on what kind of system you got. So, well, yeah.
Yeah, well, getting back to football, Ronbo, this game is going to be about the greatest guru on planet Earth. All right? Carl Shanahan. He's got to take his clothes off. All right? It's up to him. It's got nothing to do with the players. Yeah. Right? This guy's the biggest offensive guru that ever lived. Well, let's see you crush these people with what you got. Show us your ability to draw up plays with the strike power that you have on the field and smack the ever-loving crap out of the Rams, right? Because you know what he's like. He'll lose and he'll just blame the player, not himself. He never ever blames himself.
Really?
Right? Sick of him being called the greatest offensive guru. And I said to you last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brock Purdy. Okay, let's see what you got, Brock. This year, the brake clamps go onto him. No, you're going to sit in the pocket and you're going to do this. He's already running less per game than he was last year.
That's true.
All right? So they should be able to do it quite easily, although they're banged up, we're banged up, and if McVay sees Kyle lagging or lacking in his play calling, he's going to expose him.
Yeah. And hey, Tony,
one of the an idiot.
I know. On that same note, Tony, Kyle's saying things like, "Yeah, I'm not concerned about Jimmy Garoppolo." Jimmy has a really serious knowledge of Kyle's offense, right? We do need to be concerned about that. Kyle says, "Don't worry." I'm a little concerned about that. It helps the defense, even though they're not that good. It's going to help the defense to put those X's in the right spot. I'm a little worried about
could you imagine, Ronbo? Nothing would be sweeter for Jimmy Garoppolo than to come out on that field and whoop Kyle's ass. And the press conference after that game, if Jimmy beats Kyle, if he does come out, I don't think he will, but if he does come out on the field, Kyle Shanahan will get bombarded, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just walks off like a little kid chucking a tantrum.
No, he'd have to, because you know what? Because Grant's waiting for him. He couldn't step there, embarrass himself. Because if he gets pissed off and everybody's watching, it's not a good look. So yeah,
there's nothing to get pissed off about, Ronbo.
No,
you're a coach. Yeah. You're supposed to be able to answer any question that is, especially if you think you're the God's gift to coaching. You're supposed to answer anything that's being thrown at you on a professional level, and you're supposed to shut that reporter down with your answer.
Yeah. And you should be prepared for any knowledge Jimmy Garoppolo gave Stafford and McVay. You should know in advance. Don't do anything usual, Kyle. Come around left, come around right. Don't come down the middle with anything you're doing, because they're going to look for that. I'm just speaking in fact.
Give your quarterback options. You know, I mean, this guy likes to bench youngsters for 2 years, doesn't get any value out of them, and then, boom, they play 1 year, then you got to pay them. Yeah. Right? And you don't know enough about the player. I said the other day, you got Mason Klein. I don't care if he doesn't play all game, but when you're 5 yards out, trot the dude out there. He's 6'8", whatever he is, that tight end. Tell him, run to one of the corners, so if Brock doesn't have any options left, he can throw a high ball, a jump ball. This guy can go up and get it. Mm-hmm. Even if you throw him out there for one play, 5 yards out.
Tony, we still got Klein?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Should be on the practice squad.
Yeah, I'd activate him.
He hasn't dropped the ball all training camp.
I wonder what Kyle doesn't
like.
He's
got good hands.
Oh, Kyle. Kyle doesn't like him because he doesn't block. You know what? There's another thing Kyle's got to grow out of, too.
We're not talking about a blocking play here.
Well, I know.
We're talking about taking advantage of him. He's an ex-basketball player, too, so he can jump.
I know.
Put him in the end zone for one play. So what? He'll come down with a touchdown. Could be the game-winning one. Could be,
And you're not.
That's what I'm talking about. Simple little tactics like that.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're not going to have.
You give these kids some playing time.
You should, especially if you're not going to have Kyle. I think we're still using only 2 running backs. I don't think what's his name is suiting up. The kid we got from Green Bay. So he might as well fill that void. Let Klein in. Let him. Let's see if he can be a weapon. 6'8".
If you're playing for that play, Ronbo, you're 5 yards out, and you say you're the coach, Ronbo, and you say to Klein, look, just run, either run to the center or run to one of the corners. So my quarterback's got an option. And if the quarterback throws it, this guy comes screaming out of the air and comes down with the ball, touchdown. Yeah. Are you going to try that again?
Yeah.
He's taller than most of the people in the backfield there anyway.
I'm all for it. At 6'8", and he's a basketball player. That means he probably has hops too. So yeah, I'm putting him out there, if for no other reason than that. You know, when I get an opportunity, I'm putting Pline in the game. I keep him polished all week long in practice.
Comes down with the rebound, mate.
Yes, that's what he does.
You know?
Damn it.
So, Kyle, who knows what he's thinking for this game, Ronbo? Who the hell knows? All right? God is the only person that knows what Kyle's thinking about for this game. But we should still, with the firepower that we have, you know, we should still be able to beat them quite easily, because they cannot tackle for shit, this team. We should run the ball down their throats until they get sick of it.
That's why I want to see Grindo play this week. They can't stop the run. They're just schematically just strange when it comes to that. Yeah, let Grindo play, especially if Mason's got 100 yards in the first half. Don't let him play the second half. I want all Grindo the second half.
I can't see Bosa not playing. I don't know. He's a warrior. It's going to be pretty hard to keep him off the field.
Yeah, he's questionable, which means he'll probably play. It's the guys that are doubtful that usually don't come on the field. Bosa might be on a snap count. You don't want to get hurt against the Rams. Anybody but the Rams. So, Tony, what you got for a score?
Talanoa should be on a snap count.
No, he's definitely on a snap count. Okay? Kyle already said that. What do you got for a score, though?
I'm going to go 31-10.
Right, we all of us like over 30 because his name is Purdy. That'll work.
It should be.
It actually should be more. If Cardinals get 40 on him, we should at least start 35. You know what? We'll see. All right. Tony, we're going to go. I'll see you Sunday. And say things like, what were we worried about? What was I worried about? Like we do.
All right, brother. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, and good news for Donut Tanisha. Yeah. That's good to hear. Hopefully we can hear the same news for Smooth as well.
Yeah, I'm concerned. Smooth I haven't seen him on the chat. I hope he's okay. But yeah.
And shout out to the rest of the mob, and let's get it.
Dude, got it. 2-1. I like that. All right, Tony.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, brother. Cheers, my man.
Yeah, Tony. And now let's go to Tennessee, where not only Amtrak is, but Papa Dragon. Come on in, Pop.
Hey, Ronbo.
Ronbo.
You know,
Tony,
Ronbo, can I just
Pop, does Amtrak
a quick?
Does Amtrak run through?
Go ahead.
Amtrak does run through Tennessee, right?
Ooh, man, I don't. I think they do. I think
because I wonder if Amtrak.
I think they do.
Yeah. If he works for Amtrak. But anyway, Amtrak, you can answer my question on the chat. But go ahead, Pop. Go ahead, man. Jump on into it.
Oh man, you know everything's everything, man. Everything's everything. You know, I think sometimes you look at what you got on paper, and you don't look at the facts. Sometimes you look at the fact that you say to yourself, you know what, man, I got this Mustang GT Shelby that I shelled out $65,000 for, and then you really look at it, and it's just a Mustang with a bunch of stickers on it.
I know, but does anybody ever challenge every now? I'd love to open that puppy up, because see, people don't know about muscle cars, how strong they actually are. Some of the things that are being built now do not have the power that puppy has. Damn, I said, oh, and pipes, you can hear them 3 miles away. Okay, let's not get into that. I get crazy when it comes to certain cars.
So the reality of it is that vehicles like that typically depreciate quite a bit. So
American-made cars.
When I sold the vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get nowhere near what I thought it was worth when I sold it.
Oh, you did, yeah. No. You got to get a collector
and it just makes you see
to want it, because your average Joe, I'll give you blah blah blah. What? No, you won't.
Not when you're selling it quick. Sometimes you just got to unload it.
Yeah.
So trust me, and I've been there on both sides. I've been the beneficiary of several NFL players that have sold some of their cars literally on pennies on a dollar because they're looking from game check to game check.
Because
the
the buyer knows
make
he's
is,
got you. You got to wait till they do another Fast and Furious series and bring that car up to where they can see it, type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I look at the 49ers. I look at all the fantastic players they have. I look at the coach who's deemed the genius. And I had to say to myself, why? Why isn't this going as well as it should go? Why? Why does it look the way that it looks? So I took a closer look. And to my surprise, do you know in the last 7 games that Brock Purdy has started, he has thrown 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions?
Yeah, and he used to throw 2 touchdowns a week. I would not easy, not hard for me to believe though. I didn't pay much attention.
Now I'm not coming down on him. I'm just telling you what he did.
Just give me.
So I'm not saying bench him. I'm just giving you the numbers. That's all this is. We're talking numbers right now.
Okay.
During this span, the offense was unbalanced and favoring the pass. Okay. Now, another record that's equally disturbing is that the head coach, known as Kyle, to his players, do you know what his record is against the best defenses, the top 5 defenses overall?
Oh, I bet it's bad.
1 win, 9 losses.
Oh.
With his offense scoring an average of 19 points during those games. Hence, if your defense is prepared to disrupt the system, Kyle has been unable to adjust mid-game, or he starts slow. Now, again, I don't know what this is from. I do find the fact that he's the only head coach who's deemed a genius that doesn't practice a hurry-up offense, doesn't practice it at all. So here's my solution. Kyle, listen up. Kyle, you're going to have to use your bench and use your time wisely because you are limited on time. You should have the goal of running twice as many plays during practice. That means 65 offensive plays or more. And let Brock cook more. This is possible if you practice hurry up all the time. I'm not saying you do it all the time. I'm saying you practice it all the time for the purpose of running more plays. Because
and the
your
defense gets
offensive
set up,
team,
which is really good too.
Exactly. So your situation is that you're not adjusting to schemes. You had a full year of tape on how to handle the Vikings defense, and you showed up unprepared. You showed up to the Super Bowl unprepared. You showed up against the Lions unprepared. You showed up against the Green Bay Packers unprepared. So you can think that your Shelby is going to dominate everything because of the money you put into it. There's always a better one. There's always someone looking to take you down. Period. So you're going to get people's best games every single week.
And Jay Tyne points out something to your point. Tempo, general, and period. Even if it's not hurry up all the time, pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. You guys will stay in rhythm. It's the thing. It's just normal. It's don't lag.
Right. With the way that defenses have been playing the 49ers recently, they've been leaving the outside of the hashes in single coverage. That's supposed to be Ayuk's bread and butter, single coverage. Ayuk should be getting 12, 13 targets a game on the outside. So can your quarterback get it there? Is he not part of the progression? Is Ayuk still foolishly like number 3 or 4 in the progression?
That's a good question. I hope not. My God, that should have ended last year.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a coach. I'm not, but I do know this, that based on contract alone, Ayuk should be getting 12 targets and not Debo.
Good point there too.
I'm just saying.
No, that could be altered now though, just for the reasons you just said too.
Right.
So.
Well, they don't have a choice now, but I mean, remember the best player in the Super Bowl last year on the 49ers was Juwan Jennings. He was the best player on the field last year.
Oh, he's good.
The best player. Yeah, he is. He's a baller. He is a kind of a nastier version of a Keyshawn Johnson. I like him. They should be playing him more.
I love
you think Keyshawn Johnson or like Hines Ward? That's Juwan Jennings.
If he leaves, I'm gonna be real upset. He's got a 2-year contract though. But man, I do.
No, you got a 2-year contract. He deserves to get paid more money.
He does.
He deserves it more than anybody else. Because what does NFL stand for, Ronbo? What does the NFL stand for?
Not for long.
Not for long. And right now, I'm looking at not for long in the last 7 games. Last 7 games, I'm looking at not for long for Brock Purdy, for against top tier defensive competition for Kyle Shanahan. It's supposed to be a genius. I'm looking at 1-9. I'm looking at not for long. That's how I'm looking at it. Yeah, I could be wrong.
No, this happens too many times. Bob, you always bring up so much good stuff. The clock just runs out on you like quickly. We're already way over time. We got to hear it, though. Hey, Bob, give me a score, though.
I got 17-9 49ers. Give my shout out to Big Show, Jalen, Tony in Hawaii, Tony in Atlanta, Tony down under.
Yeah.
My man Trey, Smooth, Chill Pill, Phil, Ellis, Sharon's mom, Evan, Ellen, Jack. We got Maddie, the dark one.
He's not
Rich
reading
Sandwich,
notes.
Frank and Tanisha.
He remembers
Emilio. And that bastard Niner Brian. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Bob, give my best to Bam, and boom. I know they're doing good.
Production.
And thanks. And Mama Dragon as well. All right,
I will, Ronbo. And big shout out to you guys again. Please like and subscribe, Ronbo Sports.
Thanks, fam. See you Sunday, Pop. I see Rakim. Hey, how are you? I'm doing fine, fam. Doing fine. 49ers 17, Rams 3. Some of us are being cautious about this game and score. You know what, though? No one's going to say it is a divisional game, but the Cardinals are a divisional game with the Rams, and they had to pull the Cardinals off of the 49ers. Look at it. Oh, man. Okay, we'll see. Hey, Colin.
Hey, Ronbo, what's up, man?
Colin, man, we sit back here and getting ready to play that team that just has a lot of people who love to talk way too much. And, that's a fearful thing for me, Colin. You can't lose to the Rams due to the fact that relationships we've developed with some of the people involved in them on their team. I mean, social media, you see these people and every place else. Hey, Ronbo, man, so you guys lost to the Vikings, and I usually keep going. You got to be the bigger man in the room. But see here, their comments are right there in my face. So I want that to not happen. But Colin, what's going to happen in this game?
It's hard to tell. We're both kind of beat up, man. It's very, very hard to tell, Ronbo.
I know, right?
I would love to say we're going to blow the doors off of them.
Well, they've got all the guys.
I don't know, man. It's week 3, and I think a lot of the fans have been a little hard on the Niners. Week 2, man. Okay, Shanahan got out coached. I get it, but is it not better to get out coached in week 2 than say 7 weeks from now?
Yeah.
So
amen.
And if we know Shanahan, he's not concerned about the legacy, the numbers, that's not his thing. Okay, cool, we've never beaten the Vikings at home, blah blah blah. That's not the way Shanahan plays ball.
That's true. Yeah.
it is, but okay, look, if we went into the mindset hey, we gotta set precedent everywhere we went, we would never see the playoffs. That's the truth. We really do. We got to stay focused and he probably tried some new stuff. But he's hey, I'm going to cook some stuff up on this, and hey, the recipe didn't meet the taste test. It is what it is, man.
Colin, you
coaches got to practice as much as the players, do they not?
Well, yeah.
Come on, Bruce.
But Colin, you made an excellent point there too, because the fact of the matter is, our coach is a bit conservative. I used to think he was a wild man and would go out there and do when he first came. No, he's very calculating. He always looks at the possible ending to something before he even tries to do it. He's very calculating when it comes to that. So
yeah, I agree. And okay, here's a common theme I've heard from the fan tonight is that that we haven't really seen the most out of our offense so far. And I would agree with you 100%. But right now, we shouldn't be stressing about that. What I'm really excited about, Ronbo, is we're not bitching about our defense.
Which
like,
is very
are
important.
we the greatest? No,
Yeah.
but nobody's really complaining about it. And like, let's be honest, we got Ufaga coming back, and Ufaga with Fred Warner and all the other playmakers on our defense. This ought to be
back
amazing.
in about 3-4 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when this whole dynamic comes back, it's going to be. Look, Ufaga was an interception maker back in the day. Like, he hit people so hard the ball just comes out. Like, he's a playmaker on our defense. Is my point. Like, and he always has been. And put it this way, last year when he got hurt, we definitely saw it. Like, there was a noticeable missing. I think so.
Right. It was actually there's numbers to support that thought. Yes, it's true.
Well, and like, hey, maybe it was Wilkes, maybe it wasn't. Hey, what I'm seeing so far, everybody needs to kind of let's just chill and see what happens, man. Like Purdy, hey, maybe he's not on his top game yet, but like it's still very early in the season. And let's face it, Ronbo, the dude is in the best physical shape he's been since he's been a 49er.
Yeah.
Like physically, he is in the best shape.
The
dude is gigantic.
He looks tough, doesn't he? I'm not.
Yeah,
to your point though, also this week too, we need to wait a minute. I agree. It's not a done product yet.
And it would be kind of neat, man, to see what's our backup bench got. Like, hey, if there's one thing the 49ers kind of known for, it's like we've got superstars sitting on our bench that we didn't even know about.
All right, I love that.
They, and let's face it, man, you think this is the best of the best. To think about what it takes to be the first string on the San Francisco 49ers.
God.
And, like, so even our second string, like, they're still top caliber athletes, man. It's a matter of, hey, how much time do they put in camp? How well do they know the play calling? How well do they know the schemes? And if they're on par with everybody else, and maybe they're not as quick, maybe they got a little bit of slower or whatever, or maybe just Kyle don't like the dude. You know what I mean? But he's
that does figure into it. But also, you got to figure they could be good. But we got a lot of Pro Bowlers on this team. If you're on this team, you're probably going to have a back seat to that guy because he earned that spot. He is better. So, but you're still a good ball player.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, look, and it's for all our faults as a team, anybody who's anybody, whether they're our fans or not, they will admit, they're like, man, on paper, the 49ers arguably are the best team in the NFL.
I know. And
they may be the best team in the NFL.
Yeah. That's said by a lot of analysts.
But, I mean, of course, anything can happen. It's a game, But I will say, I'm not afraid of the Rams, but I will say this, man. I've been hearing a lot of blowout scores. I think this is going to be a very close game. Yeah. I'm going to throw my score out there. No one's going to like it. 25-23. Niners.
Colin, you had to go to that extreme? I mean, that's fourth quarter.
Hey.
We're going to be sitting there nail biting.
Yeah.
And 25-23.
And it's going to be, in my opinion, man, I think that's how it's going to go. I think because it's early in the season, and if you think Shanahan's play calling made no sense last game, get ready for this one.
Colin, you know what? We're gonna go into the next level of hate after the game. Oh Jesus! So what's gonna happen to us when we play the Cardinals? We're gonna beat worse than the Rams got beat. We've got to play better football than this. It's week 3. I don't care. We suck. Oh God! Because we do get a lot of overreactions.
We're gonna hate it. I say the Rams chase us the whole game, man. I say we keep the lead after the second quarter, but I think they're just going to tit for tat. I really do. Because we're both playing. We're on equal terms, Ronbo. Yes. We're on equal terms in a lot of ways.
Teams are hurt,
paper, man. So
and the Rams are.
Let's enjoy the game. I still think we're going to take the W.
Oh yeah.
I still think we're going to take the W. It ain't going to be what we think it's going to be, man. It's going to be a nail biter. It's going to be fun.
The Rams are going to be fighting tooth and nail. You're right. They're going to be fighting hard because they've got a certain amount of pride about them. McVay's got a certain amount of pride. He can instill that kind of feeling in them to make them play above their heads, and you know it. And then because they got beat down last week.
Don't underestimate Jimmy G.
If he plays.
Don't underestimate the G Master, dude. Don't underestimate him.
He's already hurt us anyway by giving them all the information they need. So,
And that's what I'm saying, man. He's a mole. He's a mole on their team, man. Like, look, look what Sam Darnold did to us last game, man. Like, come on. Like, if they even have an inclination of what dude, even if the coach doesn't know what the hell Shanahan's going to do, the quarterback just a wink and a nudge, like, hey, I know what you do. You know what I mean?
Colin, Colin, you know what? Every team in the league is going to run the same blueprint. They've got the package now that they need. Everybody's going to run Flores' defense against us. Kyle's got to be aware of that. Kyle, you've got to adjust. Colin, we got to go, though.
God, I hope so. Yeah, we do. Hey, shout out to fam. Hey, shout out to Late Night Crew. I'm going to call this, everyone who's still listening, y'all, the Late Night Crew. Shout out to you. Shout out to production. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks, Colin. And for being that Late Night Crew. I love it. All right. Have a great night, fam. And do we have okay. Ellis, come on, Eddie.
Sorry.
Did Gronk called Jennings our best player? Gronk's always saying, yeah, 49ers don't have that it guy. Gronk, JJ is actually he is the it guy. Avengers are no-shows in huge games. Yeah, Ellis, that applies to every sport. You know what? When I think about it, except for the NBA.
What a Gronk is shit.
I don't know, Gronk don't even talk because but still.
What a Gronk is shit.
Gronk said, because he was the guy on the Patriots.
Well, he did a couple of cool things while he was in the league, but he's probably one of the slowest tight ends I've ever fucking seen.
I know. That dude is like a mule.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about any of that. Why aren't you still playing?
Gronk got hurt so many times. That dude, he better not play anymore. I'm surprised he never got a concussion, though, did he? Gronk is like, man. But anyway.
He was too tall. He was too tall to hit up in the head. He runs high.
And, people still call him stupid. He was pissed off about that during that roast. And I never knew he took that personally. He does.
He runs like he's stupid. But anyway, no form, no nothing. It's like his body just moving, sideways. You know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know, one of the most, probably the least coordinated, one of the more least coordinated, tight ends that I've seen. But whatever, nobody gives a shit about what
Tom loved him.
Yeah, but the good thing about, I think, this type of situation where we'll be without, a few star players is that this is the opportunity that a lot of guys have been looking, forward to, Juszczyk being dependent on. And, we could see a lot of, we could get 3 touchdowns from Juszczyk alone.
Would that be great?
If we use him correctly, if we give him the damn opportunity. But, if we just keep throwing him the ball just because he's, a check down or he's the 5th or 6th read and shit like that. I mean, that's the production we're going to get out of him. So between him and Jordan Mason, Brandon Ayuk's got to step up this game clearly. He seemed to be a bit mild and modest with how he was responding to questions being asked to him after that game and making it seem like, like he just didn't, I didn't hear any leadership come out of him. And that's why he doesn't have that captain patch, he's not talking about himself. He's trying to dance around shit instead of saying, just own it. Say, this is, I'm reaping the benefits of my holdout in a negative way, and I'm regretting it, and I need to get my shit together. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear ownership. Okay, after every game or any game when we lose, when Fred Warner goes up there, he's constantly talking about himself and talking about the defense. Even if the offense was playing like shit, he deviates from that and puts more of the responsibility on him in the defense. That's called leadership. Okay, that's lionship. Okay, so we don't want to hear none of that shit no more. I hope that he comes in and actually plays the way he's supposed to and doesn't. Nobody wants to hear, you're at 85% and all that. Nobody wants to hear that. You should be at 100%. You should be playing, at your fullest potential. And you could play way better than that. You dropped the touchdown right in your chest.
Brock plays a perfectly good ball in that Jets game, and he's taking away from his own opportunities. And no, he's not getting separation, so it's taking too long. And Brock is having to, throw 50-50 balls and try to do things and try to make shit happen because nobody's getting open. So,
he takes responsibility. I agree.
I never see Deebo Samuel jump in the air before and catch a pass.
Now, see,
he
that
did the
was
shit
special.
like the last. Was that the Jets game? Jump in the air, or was it the Vikings game? He caught two big passes.
I thought I saw him do it both weeks.
Huh?
I thought I saw him do it I saw both Vikings and the Jets. I thought I saw him
go
up
was
for
big
catches.
Passes. It wasn't like the little five. It wasn't like the little shallow cross.
Yeah, he had to go up.
They were deep.
Yeah.
They were deep, 10, 15, yards up the field. And so, that's what we want to see. If Debo's getting up off the ground and he's doing that, Ayuk ain't got no damn excuse. He's lighter, he's faster or quicker, you know what I'm saying? I think short area, he's got some, he's got it. But he's just not showing it. And
you're going to see he'll be part of the plan this week because he has because Kyle has no choice. So we're going to see, which is good in a way. And that's the only good. That's a silver lining in all of this. That Ayuk is the guy now. It's going to be him, JJ, and Conley. And I know, paying as much money they're paying to Ayuk, we're going to incorporate you a little bit more this week 11. Be prepared. Yeah.
Yeah. Special teams has to step it up. I haven't seen a really promising return of any kind yet. Like anything exciting. There's been no excitement, there's a lot of teams making big plays off of this new kick return rule that they got. So I want to see special teams pick it up. The secondary needs to pick it up this week. I'm fingers crossed that Talanoa is ready. I don't want them doing this out of desperation. This is, I believe, a contract year for him. We need to get all that we can out of him just in case they end up not re-signing him. I think they will. However, there is always that possibility that they won't. George Odom needs to stay on special teams, or they can put his ass in the box. But he's not a free safety. He should not be upfield trying to do anything.
Agreed.
But
you're right. Put him in the box. He's tough. So yeah. Well, Ellis, give me a score, Ellis, with that
offensive line
analysis.
Look, offensive line needs to protect Brock. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. Seems like every year, no tackles. Thank God we got Dominic. Imagine if we didn't have Dominic Pooney. Now I know they said that his game, he didn't have the best game last game, but I don't give a shit about any of that. Dominic Pooney is one of the, he put himself
if he has a moment,
as one of the best linemen on the team. So, for the score though against the Rams, man, I think this is going to be a high scoring game for us. I think we get 35. I give the Rams. I give them 17. No, I give them 21.
Okay.
I give them 21. That's it. I can't go past that. I want to give them 17, but I give them 21 just in case because, Stafford kind of, he can do some things with that ball, man. And all it takes is a guy to get their hands on it, whether they got their stars or not. Anybody can catch the ball or get a big score on other plays.
Who's our offense? Maybe. And how we got for the 49ers?
Yeah, they got Schrader. They got Cody Schrader, and then they got Blake Corum, and they got Kyron Williams. So they backfield is pretty nice. I don't think Schrader will sniff the field, but the defensive line's got to be ready. Javon Hargrave, I think, is probably the biggest mistake that we've had in a minute. We'd have been better off keeping Eric Armstead and keeping all those other defensive tackles that we had instead of getting his ass. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Faithful. We got our first flag football game tomorrow for my 5 to 7 year olds and my 8 to 10. I'm coaching, and so we gonna get it in. You know what's crazy? Just before I go, the coach for my 5-7 team, we're coaching together, right? Because there was a lot of coaches that wanted to participate. A lot of parents that wanted to participate. He's a fucking Vikings fan. So he picked it. He picked the name because I missed the draft, and so before we even played the Vikings, so my 5-7 team are the damn Vikings, and my 8-10 team is the Niners. So I'm having a hard time. I'm just blocking it out. I'm not even really taking it in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. It's all about the kids.
Anyway,
right.
Yeah, man. Wish us well, man. I'll talk to y'all Sunday. And shout out to Faithful, man. Shout out Papa D and the fam, and shout out Tony Tone. Shout out Yona Tanisha. Shout out Frank. I heard from Frank in a minute. Shout out Shaw. I don't know where he been. Shout out all the Faithful, man. All the family. Shout out to chat. Y'all know what it is. Keep it. You know what I mean? Keep it lit. Put the trash where it goes. And yeah. In a minute.
All right, Ellis. Okay, good luck with that game tomorrow, too. All right, fam. See you Sunday. All right, night, Ellis.
Peace.
All right, here's Dollar Bill out of Texas. Bill.
Mama, we ain't cowboys. We just brought the wild
There it is. That's a good definition of the Cowboys. They ain't Cowboys. They just kind of wild boys, and they just can't win a game either. I can't wait to see what happens. You know, Bill, that's going to be the fun game. You're going to have a good time with that. They got to play the Ravens. Ravens got to be pissed all the way off. Both teams should be, but which team is the best between the two of them? If I was still betting, I would go ahead and put a C note at least on the Ravens.
I'm giving the Ravens a W on that one. That's going to be a really good game. That one I can give a score prediction on that for sure. That's going to be a 75-0 Dallas Cowboys loss. It's going to be a bad day to be a Cowboy fan that day. It's going to be a good day to be a Niners fan. Giving the Rams 21 points. No, I think the Rams are Cowboy fans. They're paid Ram fans that were once Cowboy fans. I really believe that they're going to be shocked and they're going to be stunned. So I'm giving, I really think the Niners are really going to beat the bricks off of the Rams. We own them, okay? This is a game we should not be even giving them more than 5 points on this, because look at what they just came out of. They just came out of a beating from the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah. The Cardinals ran the ball out. If we keep the ball on the ground and just grind them down to nothingness, it could be a similar game they dealt with the Cardinals. Cardinals ran them to death. Connor he put tattoos on those guys. So, yeah.
This is the game I'm not concerned about. And if somebody even texts me, I hope that they lose. I'm going to laugh in your face because that's a game we should have won last week. Carl did some stupid stuff that cost us that game. We would have had a W if he would have threw the ball at the end zone, and he would have ran it and he would have kept it on the ground.
Yeah.
Hopefully he learned from last week. And I really think he's not going to really try to catch it now. They know each other. Sean McVay, Kyle, they know each other's, whatever. It's a familiar game is what I call it. And I don't see the Rams. I mean, what do they got for weapons? I mean,
yeah, see, that's why I if they score over 10 points, we will have failed as a defense. They don't have anybody. You can't win a game just with your running backs, and that's pretty much all they have. So,
I mean, literally, I can't even sweat it. Even if I wanted to give encouragement and pump up the team, I'll be looking stupid at the end of the day to give them more than 5 points, because now who do they got? They were competitive with us with Aaron Donald and not Aaron Donald.
Cooper
what was his name? That defensive player that retired from the Rams.
Leonard Floyd.
No. Whatever his name was, is no longer with the Rams. They don't have him.
And he's on our team?
Got OBJ. They ain't got nobody. I mean, heck,
no,
I
they
don't
don't.
think they ever got another team anymore.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Oh, yeah, Tutu Atwell. I forgot all about Tutu. How do you, as a grown man, how do you walk around the name Tutu?
But, I mean, he goes Tutu his way into the end zone.
I don't. The Rams don't have any real weapons. Nothing to be afraid of. I mean, but they've got to launch some kind of offense. They're still professionals. I can't imagine what they're going to look like. I saw what they look like against the Cardinals. Are they going to look that bad again this week? We need to make them look that bad.
We're going to beat them, and we're coming off of a game that the team knows they should have won. I mean, even if Kittle's out, or we might have a few people out that we're hearing, it ain't going to matter because at the end of the day, we got Talanoa coming back.
Yeah, I know, right?
And he's upset with how he ended. He should have. He knows he should have been in the Super Bowl. I mean, that team's got a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm pissed off about that beating they got last week. They're going to be tough for at least the first quarter.
And you're talking about Hargrave. I mean, he's going to put up some good numbers against the Rams. If not, then we need to talk about his departure. Now, when I'm telling you, I'm excited about Sunday. It's like a redemption game. It's like a game that feels good. I just know we're getting the W. Unless some weird thing happens that stops it, like a divine act of God, which I don't see that happening, then it would have to be an alien invasion. It would have to be God coming back. It would have to be everything under the sun for the Rams to get the W. It's impossible. It's not happening, okay? It's not going to happen. I'm going to make it clear. And you want a score? Let me give it to you.
Okay.
I'm giving it Niners 52. The Rams, I'll give you a lucky field goal. Maybe a lucky field goal. If you get a lucky touchdown because we pull everybody off. If you get 10 points out of that, a lucky field goal until we pull everything out, maybe you might get a 10 with that lucky touchdown. But that won't matter because at the end of the day, it's smoking.
So it is 52-10.
And I'm open the clock, ready to go. Don't disappear. And all you other clones, Rudy.
No, we'll see them. We'll only see them at the beginning of the game, and until if things go south, then they disappear. You cowardice Rams. You guys got to hang around, okay? We're supposed to be family, right?
Right. And it's going to be a proud day to be a Cowboy fan.
I can't. You know what? That's going to be an entertaining Sunday, ain't it? I mean, it really is. All right, Big Bill. Let me get that shout out. I'll see you Sunday. All right?
Yeah, give me 49ers shout out with the Rams getting whipped, Cowboys getting whipped, and Sunday. Give me a Niners shout out.
Niners! Big Bill running it down from Dallas. Night, Bill.
But buy some lamb chops to celebrate. Have a nice day.
You too. 49er, Brian. Come on in here, player. Come on in, player.
Woo, 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 woo. Hey, I rescued that dog from that marketing phony in the chat, and Papa Dragon said he'd adopt it so it could pee all over his leg.
God,
Dog loves the Niners and Kyle Shanahan, just so you know.
I know, and I love the way that dog. He's like quiet for the first few minutes because he didn't know that Marketing Pro was in the house talking. Then you heard, and he comes running in the house. I love it. That's our dog, Brian.
Oh, that poor dog. He's being abused living with that guy. I feel bad for him. Ronbo, look at all these Lamb fans in your chat. Look at all these morons.
I just don't get it, Yeah. And then later on, I want you guys to keep that same energy Sunday afternoon, guys. All right, let's hang out all day. Yeah.
Keep that energy, you clowns, because you're gonna get destroyed on Sunday, decimated.
And if something goes wrong, you guys will be here to give us grief. It'll still be a fight, but
Yeah. And ready to blow. You'll be ready to blow. Your head's going to explode.
I thought he retired.
Clown.
He's back. I saw that.
Haven't seen him for months.
Well, he's a Rams
Yeah,
fan.
they're all coming out of the woodwork like termites, Ronbo. You know, they're all a bunch of termites. They just crawl everywhere, and then they disappear when it's the shit hits the fan for them, huh?
I mean, it always does. Hey, shout out Black Colt.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Yeah, no. If you're a Rams fan, this is what you do. You're not winning anything anymore. It's been 3 years since your glorious moment, and now we're going into a 4th year coming up soon. And Rudy doesn't know it, but there will be a 5th year with no trophy. So all that bragging, I mean, that was you guys got one trophy in L.A. The other one was in St. Louis, and now you're giving me grief. Why? What? And they put an expiration date on ours. It's spoiled. Throw it in the garbage. No, it doesn't work like that.
I don't give two shits what that fat wannabe Danny Trejo says down there in L.A. I really don't. Because he's a big coward. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to call into your show tonight, but he won't.
No. If they win, he'll be on the phone.
Oh, you think he will?
Wow.
No,
Rudy, he lights a cigar and everything. Rudy's just outrageous. Rudy, he lights a cigar. He's in his big blue room. You can tell he's in the basement. And he's sitting there, and he sort of doesn't say anything for a second. He takes a puff. So, Ronbo, this is the second time you guys have lost. 2 times in a row that you guys have lost the Rams, and I just wanted to let you know that the balance of power is shifting in the NFC West. Rudy, what are you talking about, man? You've won your 2nd game, and I'm in. It's so funny because he never gets any love or credit for having won. He's won 2 games right now. 2 games since Kyle came. Why are you bragging?
I remember the last.
What?
Because if he didn't have us, he wouldn't have anything to talk about. I swear to God.
God.
It's true. I mean, if he didn't have 49ers beating up on his team all the time, he wouldn't have a show with 1.7 subs only.
He wouldn't have a life. Rudy comes into social media, and he's still running that game. He's building memes. He's got all these little cute phrases he puts in there. I said, Rudy, man, you need to calm down. Come on, man. What are you doing? And then everybody comes and piles in on him, and he's still in there fighting. I said, man, you're alone. What happened to your allies? They don't even follow you in here anymore.
And what happened to Aaron Donald coming out of retirement like he said he was gonna?
More embarrassment.
Big fat lie. Yeah, they're just a pack of liars, Ronbo. That's all they are down there. Hey,
but you saw that. You saw that video, right? Aaron.
I did.
The wife is asking Aaron if he's thinking about coming back to play after that game. Aaron's still pretending like he's asleep. He's not saying a word.
No. Because Ronbo, those damn lambs, they Barry Sandered him. He wanted to be traded, and they wouldn't trade him. And he said, "Okay, well then I want more money." And they're like, "Well, we don't really have the money to pay you either."
Well, they were telling the truth because they don't have any money.
Yeah, and he was like, "Well, screw you guys. I'm just going to retire then. Hell with you. I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer, you chumps. I don't want to put up with this crap anymore." And we can't beat the 49ers ever anyway, so why am I sticking around?
They figured out a way to block him. I mean, Brunskill and company, we're just going to we're going to make him null and void this entire game. He got to play here and there.
Aaron Donald was 5-13 against us, Ronbo. Come on. 5-13.
Remember when not Harbaugh, Jimmy Thomasula, Colin Kaepernick, Aaron had the biggest fit I've ever seen of football. He's walking off the field. He's throwing his helmet in the dirt. He's just frustrated as can be. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than this. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that was great. I got that. I got that on a VHS somewhere. You know what I mean? Yeah, those dumb fans. God, they're dumb. But Ronbo, I think my score, I'm going to give you my score. It's going to be, because the marketing schmo knows the score. From the Big A to that other shithole of L.A., you smelly fans down there. And I think I'm going to say 42-19. 49ers, 42-19.
I like it. Anything, there's nothing less than 30. If we score less than 30, I will be embarrassed, actually. Even if we win.
Yeah.
Because I'll still give them fuel for their fire. Yeah, if you guys barely got away, you won, what, 31-15? We almost won that game. You know how they exaggerate. Yeah, but you guys, what if we would have been full force? You guys would have had a chance. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and I really hope we see Jimmy G on the field. I really do, so we can pummel his ass too.
Because
I would
Stafford's
love
going
to see him on his back all game.
Because Stafford's going to get hurt. I got a feeling because he's got no
think,
protection.
Ronbo, I already think that Matt Stafford is hurt because he looked hurt last game. He was limping around pretty bad. They're just not saying, because they know they're screwed when they put Jimmy in. They're so screwed. Oh my God!
Who played the part of Brock Purdy on the practice squad, right? It was Jimmy.
Yeah. Yep. I know. Well, hopefully they didn't get too much info out of us from that guy. Oh well.
Jack Dog, that's too funny. Danny Trejo, fight back, mijo. Rudy, come on.
No, he's got to put the fat in there. It's the fat wannabe Danny Trejo. That's what it is.
Because Danny Trejo's nobody to mess with, but Rudy is somebody to mess with.
But hey, shout out to Jim Harbaugh for giving us the keys to Levi South, and hopefully a bunch of 49er fans just crop dust the hell out of Sean McLean's office down there when they walk by it. That's what I'm hoping. Just light them up down there. So, but don't eat their food or drink their water down there, 49er fans. Don't do it.
Brian, always a pleasure. I'm saying, hey, game time Sunday.
Yep. I love you. Thanks for letting me talk my spiel and let me be a dork every night on here.
I love it.
And I love my 49er family. You Rams fans in the chat, get ready for a beatdown. And I got to give a shout out to the Kyle haters, Tony, my Vegemite eating sandwich brother down under, and Papa Dragon. Hey, man. It's okay you call me a bastard. I kind of am a bastard. It's all right. It's all good. But he calls me a bastard every night. I love it. It's great. You
got to notice that next time. Pop, I got to ask you about that next time. You can't call 49 Brian L. that. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's all right. I've been called way worse, let me tell you. So
that means you're doing a good job out there, Brian.
Sticks and stones, But I do have some advice for Papa Dragon. The Kyle Shanahan syndrome is real, and you guys need to maybe talk to somebody about maybe some counseling. I don't know, maybe go for a jog and try and get Kyle out of your head, and just clear your mind when it's game day, because we're gonna destroy these Rams, Ronbo. Ronbo, fuck the Rams, fuck them. Everybody, have a good night. See you later.
All right, fam. There goes fired. Pour that Brian, the outspoken one. And Jalen. OJ. Jalen, I heard something. Jalen, there it is. Jalen always presses one or two buttons. I can hear you, Brent. I can hear you.
Well, Ronbo. I guess those Rams.
Jalen, you know what? This is one game. I mean, I had no problem losing against Minnesota. I was worried we were going to lose to the Jets. I was all prepared for that. But there's nothing you can do mentally to prepare you for a Rams loss. It just doesn't work. This could ruin a lot of us for weeks.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about that NFC Championship game.
Yeah, and they talk about that constantly. See, I knew that. They're not, you know how most of us do the wrong things, been there, done that. They ain't never been there and never done that. So now, this.
Yeah, they're climbing, Ronbo.
Ooh.
But
it ain't gonna happen. It's okay. We got this.
We're letting them win that game.
Yeah. Koski. Jimmy had a bad hand and shoulder. I'm not gonna blame him too much though. But there were some other things going on in that game that did not have to happen.
We also We also had a rookie quarterback that we drafted in the first round on the bench. Why the hell didn't we put him in?
You know, that's going to be and I wonder if he would have started right away, would have made any difference.
Probably.
But you know,
probably.
But you know, Jalen, how many rookie quarterbacks in these days coming in right from the start? Look at poor Bryce Young. I feel sorry for him. You know, a lot of quarterbacks came in right away with teams that didn't have anybody. Of course, with the 49ers, they did have people, and they just get destroyed. Careers are ended because they had to start. And all of a sudden, what's his name was looking bad in Jacksonville? What the hell's wrong with him? Man, it's weird. And then you look at Jordan Mason. Mason comes in, watches a pro, comes in when his time is right. Now look at his ass. One of the scariest quarterbacks in the league. So there's something to be said about not coming in immediately, though.
Yeah, but everybody was saying, "Oh, Kyle Shanahan is this quarterback whisperer." Kyle Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan. And we thought that if it was anybody who could, get a quarterback just quickly, especially roster.
Jalen, you're in a different place. You're breaking up. Jalen?
We thought that if there was anybody who could bring in a rookie quarterback and have him up to speed the fastest, it'd be Kyle Shanahan.
Nope. In fact, Brock is probably giving him too much credit. I think Brock was just well seasoned before he came. Here's a guy that spent 4 years in college, whereas, man, poor Trey is in a conference. They're not running up against the best every week. He played, a season and a half?
Ronbo. He played one D2 team, which was James Madison, and he ran the ball 31 times as a quarterback.
I saw that on the film. That's why I was saying, Kyle.
31 times as a quarterback.
I
that is
the highlight reel I saw. Yeah. So, if they were going to make him into something that whatever they were trying to make him into, it was going to take some time. But then they still failed in that.
Ronbo. Justin Fields just needed confidence. Because look at Pittsburgh right now.
They're thinking about leaving him in there no matter what Russ comes into.
And we know Fields is an athlete, but that's neither here nor there, Ronbo. We know Kyle has messed up on first-round picks before. Solomon Thomas, Reuben Foster, Devon Kinlaw.
Hey, I'm blaming Devon Kinlaw on John Lynch, though. Kyle doesn't pick no defensive players. But then again, you got to give John Lynch credit for Nick Bosa probably. Well, you know what? They probably both agreed on Nick Bosa, though. I think they did. In fact, they said so. So.
Ronbo, we going to kick the Rams' ass.
Reuben Foster. I wonder who was responsible for that. Anyway, yeah, I know, right? Now, how bad is it going to be?
I say like 45-3.
I like that. I don't want
Ronbo, listen to me.
I want to go buck wild.
Now, all jokes aside, Ronbo, I need y'all to hear me out on something. Because I make a joke how the Rams have never beaten a good 49ers team.
That's not a joke. That's fact.
Ronbo, but here's the thing. A couple of weeks after that, we got the Cardinals. When was the last time we beat a good Cardinals team?
I am definitely concerned about that game.
If the Cardinals are 4-1 by the time we play them, I'm gonna be a little nervous.
We played them in Santa Clara up there.
Hey man, look. All I know is I've never seen us beat a playoff Cardinals team. Ever.
Janet, don't put the jinx out there on us already.
I'm not
No,
putting
come
the
on
jinx
now.
out there, Ronbo.
Yes, you did. Talk that stuff into existence.
It's not okay.
We got to stop James Conner.
The Cardinals
if they don't
me,
stop
man.
James Conner, it's game over. Because if we don't,
Ronbo,
James will
David
kill you
Johnson,
by himself.
Ronbo, you don't remember David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald? They did things to us, Ronbo.
And Fitzgerald, my God, we did not have
They
anything.
did things to us, Ronbo.
Damn, I'm glad he retired. Whew.
He broke our hearts a lot of times.
Every chance he got. God.
He caught a touchdown in overtime against Cal his rookie season.
And we had the game was over. And he went up and did that.
Oh Lord. Yeah, the Cardinals are definitely
They ain't got any Fitz though now. If they beat us now, they just beat us up. But at least you know Fitz ain't going to kill you.
Ronbo, see, here's the thing, though. They head coaches a defensive mind, and we know Cal struggles against defensive head coaches. Like that. That's.
Well, what? Andy Reid's offensive. Oh no, Spagnolia.
You got Harbaugh. He's defensive.
Oh.
That
day is coming, isn't it? Chargers versus 49ers.
We play them?
No, not this year. But you know what? I'd rather play them this year than play any other, because by Harbaugh's going to have that team well indoctrinated into his program by next year for sure. Watch him show up on our schedule. You know what? Why worry about that now, though? Tell me why the Rams will lose. And better yet, Jalen, give me a score.
Hell, Ronbo, why are the Rams going to lose? Damn it, because we went 2-14 and the two teams
45-3, that was right.
The Rams are a joke. Ronbo, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Don't the Packers always beat the Bears?
And Aaron Rodgers makes sure to let him know as he runs over to the side of the field. I own you. I own you. Somebody might want somebody to do that for the 49ers. That should be Fred.
This isn't even about Kyle owning McVay. This goes back farther than that. The 49ers is on them as a whole.
I know.
It's not even just one coach. It's every coach done got a piece of the Rams pie.
Remember, 2-14, and the only two teams we had win that year was the Rams.
Ronbo, Tom Sula got a win on.
That's what I'm talking about. No, that was Tom Sula the year before. But 2-14, Chip Kelly. Only two games he won all season against those mighty Rams.
Man, the Rams are a bunch of blockheads.
We got to go, Jalen.
See, I don't hate the Rams, Ronbo. Now this, man, we still the king of the West. Kyler need, but he don't need no rest. And Gene D and Rudy can keep on crying for the 49ers. We gonna win the West.
Yes.
Come on, Ronbo. I'm getting out a shout out. I'm not worried about the Seahawks, Ronbo. GD, take it. Okay.
GD. And GD's back too. I thought I saw Smiley in here today. Scared me so bad I didn't say nothing. Boy, Smiley, boy. Ooh, Smiley just. Ooh.
Cardinals. Watch out for them Redbirds, Ronbo.
I know, right? I'm not even. I got much respect for them. I ain't gonna hear. You're not gonna hear me say anything about them. And when we get ready to predict that score, real conservative from me. Anyway, Jalen, I'll see you Sunday.
All right.
All right, fam. Slick, can I get a hell yeah? Slick, I'm having a good AC. You Slick. Danny Trejo went from machete to pocket knife. Hashtag same old sorry ass man. Rudy. Oh, hey, Rudy.
Ronbo.
I gotta go. Marketing pro.
Yo.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Romelia Sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had a good broadcast the other day.
Did he?
And you know,
I understand he got
Grant
into it
Kahn.
with somebody. It got a little loud.
Oh, you know, this cat, he started suffering headaches because, you know, Romelia was dropping logical knowledge on that player, and he got all in his feelings. You know what I mean? The guy just lost control, and he kicked Rudy off his live. You know what I mean? But what else you expect from whatever his name was, Dirtbag Beto or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Romelia, you know, it's all good. Now, let me say something, Ronbo. Here's the bottom line. Because Marketing Pro said so. You know, Grant Kahn got the Rams fans believing they're going to win. Grant was really taking digs at Purdy. He's throwing in those little jabs like, well, you know, Purdy without the weapons is a non-factor. Like, you know, I'm putting it in simple words. Also, Kyle Shanahan quoted, you could look it up, we haven't asked too much from Purdy. What does that mean?
Well, no, it means we got a good team. We don't need to have him carry the whole load. We need for just him to do his job, particular.
My experts said that it was an indirect jab.
Wait, Marty Pro. Wait. Your experts, here he comes now, isn't it? He's trying to get in. You got your door locked, don't you? I hear him outside. Open the door,
yeah, here he is,
bro.
right here. He's right here. He's got the ball. He's listening now. He just don't want me to say
Sean, the genius McVay. He got the ball in his mouth right now. It was just playing fetch. You know, it was a big bear. But hey, you know, this is a injury bowl. You know what I'm saying? There's two broken chandeliers. But the question is, which chandelier is more broken? You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at the injury report. Now, the guy that scared me was Bosa because I didn't want him to take out our quarterback for the season. You know what I mean? That was my concern.
Understandable.
But I heard he's got a really bad rib injury, and he's not going to play Sunday.
Who said it was really bad? It was something that happened in practice. First, they didn't know how he got it and where it came from, so it wasn't a high-impact thing. It could be nothing more than a...
Well, my sources reported that Bosa was in agony.
Yeah.
Bosa was in agony, and then... You know, I can't put it out there like that because, you know, they can get compromised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, this is trusted information. I'm just dropping it to you, player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the other thing I'm hearing, no Debo. I don't think he's going to play, right? Debo's out.
GayBoyRams.com.
Debo, everybody knows Debo's not playing. Yeah.
Then Kittles is out. He's got the hamstring.
Yeah.
Kittle's hamstring. I mean, so what do you really got? All we got to do is focus on Mason, right? We're going to stack the box, and we're going to blitz Purdy. We're going to make him beat us because the Vikings gave the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? McVay was studying that Vikings game religiously, and Grant Kahn, marketing pro, Ramilia, Jake believe in Rams, ready to go, and the Rams Nation believe we will win Sunday.
Well, I mean, you should. I mean, I mean, if you're gonna be a Rams fan, you can't give up yet. I mean, you know.
And you gotta remember the Matthew Dimes Stafford factor, the top 5 all time. You know, you can't ignore a deadly weapon like that. You know what I'm saying? With a flick of the wrist, this cat can just end your season. Just like drop an 80-yard bomb on you out of nowhere. So, and Ward, I hear, is banged up. Is that true, Ronbo? Ward? Yeah. I heard that's your best corner.
Yeah.
Now here's the name marketing pro's about to drop. He was really a number 1 pick, but Texas Tech had too many good players, so he didn't really get to shine there. He was a 6th-round pick, Jordan Whittington, who's really a first-rounder. He's Puka Nacua, meaner, faster, and he's been tearing it up in practice all week, and he said, I want me some 49ers. You know what I'm saying? He's looking to run over some Niners.
Yeah, but why
and the national champ.
Mark, but wait, I just want to know why does he want to wait till now to start tearing it up? Why wasn't he tearing it up last week?
Because you know what I'm saying, McVay was waiting on giving him the opportunity at the right time because it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, McVay's a genius. He don't want to show all his weapons too fast. You know what I mean? You don't show your cards at the poker table like that, player. You know what I'm saying? You don't just. You know, Kyle does that, but not McVay. McVay hits you with that changeup. But Cooper Kupp, he went down. You called it out. He might have got hurt this year, and he did. But Jordan Whittington was our insurance. And he's going to get over 100 yards on Sunday.
Yeah. You know, you guys were high on Note Boom. I remember that year. What's your Hall of Fame tackle? Whitworth? Was that him?
Yeah. He's another all-timer.
Yeah, Whitworth left, and then all of a sudden, and Rudy was singing praises for Note Boom. It actually had me concerned.
He's a bust. He's a bust.
You'll go ahead and admit it, right?
He sucks. He's gotten Stafford killed many times.
Listen, I just want to pass this on to Rudy real quick because here's the thing. Rudy also said that Stetson Bennett, the third Esquire, was a steal of the draft. You guys had a couple of good practices, and Rudy was just saying he's better than Brock, better than everybody else. He's going to be the next greatest thing. And now, if you ask Rudy anything about Stetson Bennett, the third Esquire, he has no comments. How come? Because these are the holes he digs.
Well,
and you'd have to take the fire department have to send one of the longest ladders down in that hole to get him out of there. So I always love when he does that.
Stetson, Montana Magic Bennett reminds me of Joe Montana a little bit.
Come?
They have a similar story.
What?
He's a 2-time national champ. And he's got an arm of a god.
Georgia wasn't winning games.
Yeah, he just drinks a little bit. See, sometimes I have suspicions he's drunk on the field. Yeah, he gets drunk a little bit. You know, he'd be in the bars. You know what I mean? He has a few. But when he's sober, he's deadly. And when you got a cat like McVay mentoring you, anything is possible. That's why I gave him that nickname, Stetson Montana Magic Bennett.
Well, I'm hopefully he lives up to that somehow.
And Jimmy G is giving us intel. Jimmy G feels great, baby. Garoppolo, he's another good one. Yeah. So we got insurance, man. Like even if Stafford gets dinged up a little bit, I'm confident with Jimmy G out there.
Listen,
I'm confident with Jimmy.
Oh, well, you should be. You're just the guy I want to know, though. What is the score of this game going to be?
I'll say Rams 34, 49ers 23.
Wait, 23?
Stafford throws over 300 yards.
Wait, you said 34-23? Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
I just want to get that
It's
straight.
the Rams get right
23.
week. You know what I'm saying? It's our get right week, player.
Listen,
we're gonna step it up.
Give that shout out and cook that dog up at Porterhouse, all right? And
he had a good dinner, man. I mean, this cat, he had a piece of chicken and a steak. Now he's chilling with the ball. He's just it's the full moon. We got a nice moon here in Cali. He's chilling out. But hey, shout out to Ronbo Sports.
I like that dog.
Shout out to Papa Dragon. Shout out to the 49er dog right here. You know what I'm saying? 49er fan.
Hey,
let's get excited for Sunday. You know, let's do this.
Don't let us have to hunt you down Sunday. Come on in and give us a rundown as to what happened. All right, we'll see you then.
I'll be here playing. Remember, it's just preseason for both of us. You know, September. You're right, man. The teams aren't it's not like the old school. You know, when you play preseason,
adequate time in preseason.
Most starters don't even play
4
they don't get enough
preseason
snaps.
games.
So
at least.
You know,
there he is. Oh, what's up, big guy?
Yeah, he shouting you out, Ronbo. He said, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? He's down with the Niners game. You know what I mean?
My dog. All right, hey, Michael Pro, I'll see you Sunday. All right.
Shout out to the nation, Rams Nation. Shout out to Ronbo. Peace out.
Peace out. Hey, Tony ATL. Tony, get in here, man. Tony.
Ronbo, good evening.
Tony, man, I'm telling you right now, man, it's a good evening. It's football time again. I love this. Friday night's one of the best nights. The weekend's starting, getting ready for the game. And when you're playing the Rams, it makes it even more fun. You know, no matter what strength each team is at.
Yes, it does.
It's like a wonderful feeling. The whole embarrassing situation of going down there to play them is also a plus. You get in there and you don't know where you are. So if you don't know anything about either team, you walk in and you say things like, "Hey, I thought this was a home game for the Rams." It is. Most of the jerseys in the stands are red. Well, that's hard to explain. You're a Rams fan, that's all you can say. Tony, hold on a second. Chris Ringler. Hold on, Tony.
All I know is that the caller before me, he needs to be in a psychiatric ward. He naming all these players that ain't nobody never heard of. So these superstars.
I'm glad you confirmed that.
You compare Stetson Bennett to Joe Montana, which you and I and everybody else in football knows in preseason all he does is throw picks.
I mean, it's like he's working out on some kind of a chain gang. The boy is picking and picking and picking. And I'll never get Rudy. Stetson Bennett's the steal of the draft. I didn't even know who Stetson Bennett was because I'm not following college football like a lot of people do, right? So I didn't know he was the Georgia quarterback. I said, Georgia physically beat teams up. They didn't have really a lot to do with the offense. Granted, they did some offense, but they didn't need Stetson Bennett Jr. to win that game. So,
System quarterback, Ronbo. He was the system, and you see it now in the pros. He's not, Matthew Stafford came out of Georgia. He was the first overall pick.
Yeah.
With Stetson Bennett, what was he drafted in the 6th round, 7th round, something like that?
Yeah. Well, he was an afterthought.
System quarterback. Actually, it was 4th round he was drafted, but
maybe that's what Rams were thinking. Let's get that Georgia quarterback still available. Let's go ahead and get him. Remember, Matthew Stafford came out of Georgia. See, people make that kind of mistake all the time. But I got to tell you, I had Tony, Ohio State is not famous for quarterbacks, right? I didn't know. I just found out the other day. C.J. Stroud is out of Ohio.
Yeah, Ronbo. I knew C.J. Stroud was going to be great when in the playoff series when Ohio State played Georgia. He was singing the ball all over the place. I'm like, this is the first player picked. And Ohio State was winning the whole game, and Georgia came back at the end.
Yeah, because Justin was good, but I didn't know that. I thought Stroud. I had no idea Ohio. So people stop saying bad things about the Ohio State quarterbacks now, I guess, because before Justin, what's that guy that went to the Washington? One of the worst quarterbacks of all time.
Oh yeah, the one that's deceased now. I can't think of the young man's name.
He did pass away.
I thought he was going to be pretty good.
Let me not say anything bad about him. I just remember he was having a real bad time. He couldn't understand the playbook, and he was struggling with that. But so it's just. But Jamarcus, boy, can't nobody. You know what? Jamarcus Russell.
Jordan Whittington.
Yeah, well,
you said Jamarcus Russell.
No, I'm just saying, no matter what quarterback comes out of school now, if you're anywhere near as bad as Jamarcus, nobody can call you bad because Jamarcus has set that new standard. Jesus.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
And that's because he got that money and got lazy.
Oh.
Had all the talent in the world, but got to the NFL, got lazy, Ronbo. I don't get it.
Just terrible. But anyway, Tony, you guys are playing. I mean, it's gonna be everybody's rooting for you. Everybody's sick and tired of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs.
Well, if we have a good game plan and run the football and play action, I think we can get them. You know, Ronbo, they call the Chiefs the best defense in the NFL, and I disagree with that.
Again?
I think they're good, though. I think they're good, but I don't think they're the best. Their secondary is pretty good. And
Tony,
Chris Jones could be beat if you get somebody mean and nasty and put a hat on them.
You know, who is the best defense right now? Man, it's too early.
Pittsburgh's up there.
Oh,
Pittsburgh's up there.
But
Pittsburgh,
always
the Chargers.
got a defense. Chargers look good on defense.
Pittsburgh and the Chargers are pretty good.
Okay.
And you know what? They play each other. They play each other Sunday.
Ooh. Oh, this Sunday. Oh,
LA Chargers
these matchups are just
Yeah.
So because my defense has got to heal up. We're not.
What I'm trying to figure out is Detroit's at Arizona, right? I'm like, why is it only 3 points? I'm like, they must. Arizona must.
In Detroit's favor or Arizona?
Detroit's favored, but only by 3. They've been there before and been favored by as many as 13.
Tony,
in the past.
Yeah,
it's only 3.
The calculating system now. You know, Tony, you can. I'm figuring they're looking at the first 2 weeks and they're crunching the numbers on that, and they're looking at the personnel. There's a lot of things to look at when they come up with those kind of, especially when it comes to Vegas. Who would you bet on? It's very strange. I don't know who I'd bet on. I would, but if the spread is too big, I'm not betting on that game. Because
our game was 3.5. Our game was 3.5. Atlanta plus 3.5. Well, Kansas City's 3.5-point favorites. Now it's down to 3.
See,
there's slight money on Atlanta. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you guys are going to run, that's going to nullify a lot of the things that the Chiefs are doing to people. And they lost one of their cornerbacks.
Yeah, because they got secondary. All them defensive backs, I run at them, just run.
Especially with the running back.
Hit them with the play action play.
That's a hammer and a sledgehammer you're hitting somebody with.
It's one disturbing stat that I saw tonight on Fox Sports that I didn't like. And we got to get better at it because we got the personnel. The pressure percentage on quarterbacks, they got this thing called pressure percentage. So Atlanta Falcons are 22.2, the lowest in the league after 2 games. I don't like that.
But the thing is, what Kurt did last was that Monday? Was that a Monday night game?
Monday, yep.
Yeah, what Kurt did in that last minute and 30 seconds, whatever it was, that was phenomenal. I said, you know what? I said the Eagles defense. I mean, they still got Darius Slade back there and a couple other guys. You know, that speaks volumes for the passing game of the Falcons because the fact of the matter is, passing game has gone down the tubes around the league. the level of passing versus running, and more points are being scored by
Exactly.
kickers. So the passing game is not off the dock yet. It's just still sitting there. So maybe in a few weeks, I think, like what I was saying earlier, preseason lasts throughout September nowadays because there's no preseason anymore. There's too much money lost.
That's why Dallas is in trouble because they can't run the football. And Ronbo, I was wrong on your last show Wednesday night. Dak didn't throw a pick. He threw 2 picks. But he still at his old self. Doesn't change. You and I both know, Ronbo, Baltimore's going to go down to Texas. They're going to be angry because they're 0-2.
And they can't stop the run. So Derrick Henry and Lamar are going to run for records.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
Derrick
then they're going
Henry.
to pass the ball to, what's his name that messed up last year, but he's a good wide receiver.
Mark Andrews, the tight end. Mark Andrews.
What's that wide receiver?
Now they got another one, Isaiah Likely. They got that other one, Isaiah Likely, out of Coastal Carolina. That's becoming a star.
Who's that wide receiver, though, that's really good, but just has bad days here and there? Anyway, he's the one who dropped that ball.
I know they got Nelson. They got Nelson Aguilar.
No, I'm talking about the kid that dropped the ball in the end zone.
You're talking about Zay Flowers.
Yeah. See,
Zay Flowers.
Yeah, Zay Flowers worries me. I don't like dealing with him. Man, so, you know, it's going to be an interesting game. Dallas has got every weapon.
And Mark Andrews is one of the best tight ends in football, though. Mark Andrews.
Well, I know. Lamar
out of
loves
Oklahoma. I wanted us to get him.
But see, that's what I mean. Every weapon that they have runs counter to what the Cowboys can actually deal with. Micah he can't stop everybody. So, you know.
What do you think that Dallas Cowboys non-defense, Derrick Henry's going to be salivating?
Tony,
this is going to be the Derrick Henry show, Ronbo, Sunday.
Because Dallas should have picked him up. Tony, we got to go, though. Give me your scores. Give me our game. Give me your game.
Your game, Ronbo, I'm going to be honest. And I hope all you slime trolls are listening. I see you, Texas boy. But, I say San Francisco, 31.
Mm-hmm.
Inglewood. That's right. I called you Inglewood. 6. 2 field goals. You will not score a touchdown. You will not score, Inglewood, as far as crossing the end zone. 2 field goals, 31-6. In our game against Kansas City, actually our last 3 trips, we've been under the total. I say Atlanta 28, Kansas City 27. And they will not have the ball last. We will have the ball last.
The most watched game of the night for sure. All right. Tony, good luck with that. I hope that happens. Sure do. And
Ronbo, Texas boy is mad. He's angry, Ronbo. You can tell, you know, when on the back and forth, all we joke around, he's mad. You know, he usually knows when they're going to lose before they lose. This is one of those times.
It's embarrassing.
So they're going to get a whooping.
I mean, it is. I mean, come on. Being a Cowboy fan right now is just not fashionable.
I heard television sales was up last week. I'll talk to you soon, Ronbo, but I heard in the state of Texas, television sales was up 74% last week.
Hey, I see you Sunday.
Take care.
You too.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God. This is what I love about the Dallas Cowboys. They offer comedy relief all the time. Hey, Christopher Hengler. Christopher, good to see you again. Go Niners bounce back game. Yes, indeed, fam, it is. And I had no business being in a position to have to bounce back. You know, I like to give those excuses, though. It's a short week. We got to travel across to Minnesota. Time zone change. If they'd have come to Santa Clara, it would have been a different story. Was it JJ? Oh, JJ! JJ! JJ, and when you see Big Show, never mind, I'll tell him. I gotta go hit him up. Because Big Show, you cannot you gotta come in and give us closure. Big Show, he said he went on vacation and he hasn't been back since. I know he's not still in Europe because I've seen him on the chat. Of course, I know they got, not chat, but the, but X. I know they got X in Europe, but still.
I trolled him the entire time he was on vacation.
Did you?
Sending me pictures of a church that you hate. You know, we all know you hate Jesus. So come on, man.
No, I haven't heard anybody use that in such a long time. hate. I know you hate Jesus, and you don't like your mama. You know, this is like the lowest. This is the lowest human being on the planet.
The lowest of the low. And he hates the 49ers. Yeah.
Big Show, get in there, man. You know we still love you. Get in there. But go ahead, JJ. What do you think?
No, I don't.
What's going on? Yes, you do.
No, I just happen. I happen to come in. I just happen to come on, and I hear marketing pro. If ever there was a grown man that sounds like somebody's uncle, that lives in somebody's basement, man. But that is a new area of delusion I've ever heard.
Because marketing pro,
world, man,
he sounds like he's serious sometimes, but you know he's not. And then he gets into it and he gets really into it. And then he starts making jokes that he knows of the jokes. We call it Sean McVay compared to who? God, no, that's not possible. You know, I mean,
I literally don't know. Who was it that he was trying to compare to Montana? I literally have never heard that.
That was Stetson Bennett Jr. the third.
Who the hell is that?
That's
the third. Like, see, even his own mom don't want him.
You know, Rudy said that was the steal of the draft. Stetson Bennett had come out and practice, and apparently he had done something that really impressed Rudy. Rudy gets online and starts talking about Stetson Bennett the third
quarterback.
The Georgia quarterback.
That number who wearing number 13 looked like shit in preseason.
Is that what it? Yeah, he throws pick after pick after pick. Yeah, that's him.
Oh yeah, I saw it. He had one touchdown pass in the end zone against Trey Lance of all people.
That's right. They played Dallas. That was right. Man.
All of us were watching Trey. All of us who knew he was going to be a bust.
You know, but the thing is now, Stetson was with an international champion. I mean, not national champion. See, whereas Trey was in Division II, Stetson is from Georgia, on the team that won the national championship. So they went and got him, put him in a Ram uniform. Uh-oh.
Man, that sounds like a butler in Bel Air.
I know. I know, you know. But,
and I wasn't even, listen to this nonsense with marketing pro. I was debating on whether or not, but I'm definitely going to the game now. I have to. This stupidity. There's one thing you gotta realize. Your offensive leader is off the field. I'm talking about Cooper Kupp. Your defensive leader is gone. I'm talking about Aaron Donald. We still have Purdy, and you still got that missile called Fred Warner that's going to take out your quarterback. And our defense knows Jimmy G like the back of our hand. So
Jimmy's not getting in the game. It's going to be Stetson Bennett. Also, remember, we got Brock Purdy. You got Trent Williams. We got the guys on the field that are going to help the kids that we're going to be bringing on, playing alongside them to do what they do. The score could be ran kind of crazy. So.
And we still got sorry ass Ayuk. So
you know what? Yeah, and that's going to change this weekend, JJ. I'm telling you right now, Ayuk knows he's smelling the place up. Well, and also there were some times Ayuk was open. Brock, JJ, I'm worried about him having too much time to throw. Remember when Brock was hurried, he got that ball out quick, accurate, and right where it needed to be. Now he's standing back there in the pocket. The protection was too good starting that game off last week. Both games, the Jets and the Vikings. And Brock's sitting back there. Wait a minute. There's something wrong here. I got time to throw. Okay, let me look around. No, this can't be. Hey, Brock, don't overthink it. Just go ahead. Throw it, Brock. Throw the ball. Because there was times when guys were open, but Brock missed the window. I'd never seen him miss windows like he did last week. He still got the ball off. He made a few good passes, but he did miss opportunities he didn't take advantage of because I was thinking, maybe Brock's got too much time. What's going on with him? He'll get it right this week. I'm sure he'll get the film.
Well, again, it's still early, and I know Brock is pretty good at making his reads. The only one that I will knock him for is the wide open one that he had in the Super Bowl. That's the only one.
He doesn't see things sometimes. He should have got Ayuk in that Super Bowl. You're right.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have given Ayuk no damn praise. That dude pisses me off.
And
all the damn.
He made everybody mad over the summer. JJ, I wish we get a guy next summer, and it's going to be Brock now. But just can we have a civilized offseason where players aren't going back and forth with the media from February all the way to July and August? Like
you know who I gotta. You gotta blame Goodell for this crap. He's the one that's charging up the ass with all these damn things. And I don't even know what Thursday Night Football's on anymore. I can't even go. But the thing is, he's raised the revenue so high where these players are so obsessed with money now.
And you know,
I want to be the highest paid wide receiver or whatever.
I know. I think they're gonna separate the quarterback. The going back and forth with the quarterbacks is going to be separate from what they do with the other players that don't play quarterback. But then that's going to cause a rift because now you're going to have lawyers. Now wait a minute. Now whoa. This can also be called unfairness, guys. This is what you call degrading players below the quarterback, and that's not going to work. You know, and then it's going to be the quarterback. Well, we're going to have to rank them then. Okay, defensive end is number 2, wide receiver is number 3, and everybody else falls in behind that. Okay, well, what are we going to pay? What are we going to pay defensive ends? Well, defensive ends are probably going to get excess of $30 million starting now anyway. And, you know, and the cap needs to explode to a higher level then. Because owners can afford to pay these prices, but if you're going to put a cap on them and a dollar-for-dollar tax, of course they're not going to pay for that. Everything's wrong with that. The whole system.
Watch Moody. It's going to get so much high inflation, Moody's going to hold out.
Can you imagine?
$10 million.
Doing a Robbie Gold.
My ass Moody. Oh, jeez.
I like Moody now. I'm not going to complain. He misses one. I know I'm going to get mad. I'm going to do that.
I still don't like the Ronbo. See what I'm talking about? This is all this evil. I've turned bitter. I've turned bitter throughout the years. Obviously, you can tell now, but man, I don't like it
because we're going to win. You're going to be fine. JJ, what do you got for a score? You already gave it to us, I thought.
No, not me.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. Give us. Wait a minute. You don't give scores. Is that you? No, that's
I do.
You do give scores. You give outrageous scores.
I give outrageous scores.
Yeah, give me that.
There you go. I think it'll be they'll get so cocky that they'll kick a field goal, but they won't take 3 points. They'll take just one. So it'll be 1-47. Niners win.
The first time in football history that anybody scored one. Shohei Ohtani beat him.
I don't get on Shohei. That guy pissed me off too. Left my sorry ass Angels to go to the Dodgers. Whatever.
Man, you know what? JJ, you're one of the only people I know that's an Angels fan. That's great.
That's
all right. Don't give them up.
It's all about red. It's all about the red, baby.
Hey, JJ, always fun to talk to you. Never get to talk to you enough. Tell you what, I'll see you Sunday, okay? And if they get one, you're going to be celebrated like never before.
Yeah. I'll be over there cheering my damn
best of the kids,
head
too,
off.
the twins and that daughter of yours. Yeah, you guys, your family must be getting really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to follow me again on Instagram since I got kicked off. So you got to find me again.
Wait, you got kicked off Instagram? No, you didn't. Did you really?
Yeah, I did. This is Ronbo. You've been on like 3 of my Instagrams already. I'm already talking crap. First, it was all the dumbass
you get
Trey
new
Lance
accounts
fans.
all the time
Yes,
anyway.
you
Okay,
are.
good. Okay, I got to come to your newest account then. Yeah, God dang, I didn't know. All right, I'm on it.
Wait a minute.
JJ.
Am I even following you? All right, bud.
Have a great night.
Enjoy your pizza, man.
There you go.
Later, bud.
JJ's not in his truck tonight. All right. Do we get another? No? Okay. Anyway, fam, be in your face at your place for a good time. Boy, I know we're going to have a good time in this game. I normally reserve any stupid remarks when playing a team. But you know what? There's no reason to feel uncomfortable about this game. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this feeling. We're not. This is the last week we're probably going to get to do it until we play the Rams again or until we get completely healthy. So, you know. See you Sunday, fam. And thanks for the contributions. Always appreciate it, fam. Thank you very much. Please subscribe before you go because we definitely want you to know when we're looking for you. Give me that like. I'll see you Sunday. Niners! Rams.